Greetings, citizens! For months now, the homestead gifted to me by the Emperor has been abandoned. My duties as Legionary Imperator demanded my attention elsewhere, but after securing multiple victories, I have been granted leave to vacation at my homestead once again. And this time, Mrs. Legion will be coming with me to help with our tasks. We'll be arriving just in time for spooky season, which means we need to get the decorations out of the attic, carve our jack-o'-lanterns, and maybe even have a haunted house building contest. But first, we need to make it back to our homestead, beginning with a leisurely boat ride with Mrs. Legion.
Shouldn't you ask for directions?
I know where I'm going. See, there it is. I knew it. Wait, what? No, look. Hold on, we gotta get closer. There, you can already see there. Look, there's cobwebs. What is? We haven't even been gone that long. I mean, it's been a couple of months. Hold on, go on. What happened to the homestead? Look at all of this.
Explain.
There's a fallen tree over the pathway. There's dead bushes everywhere.
This is not good.
The farms are all... everything's dead. There's there's cobwebs everywhere. I thought the Senate was going to have somebody look over this while we were gone.
Well, obviously, you were wrong.
Wait, check the house. The sink is leaking.
Were you not going to get a plumber?
It was the dirty bandits.
The wet bandits.
The wet bandits, yeah. Well, this is upsetting. Wow.
That's an understatement.
This looks a lot different. Okay. Yeah, I guess first order of business, I think there's a little bit of cleanup to do.
Yeah, I would say so.
For us to do. You and both of us.
Oh, okay. That wasn't clear. I thought you meant you were going to do it, but whatever. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, well, actually, let's check. I think in here we should have... Where did we leave? Oh, here we go. Legion's gear, Mrs. Legion's gear. I think... Yeah, I got you some nice things in here, too, for vacation. You can check your chest. Oh, okay.
There you go.
All right.
And you're getting advancements from that.
Yeah, that's convenient. Okay, steak and potatoes.
I'm gonna take care of this leak while you look at that. There we go.
Got some tools. I can see you picked out this outfit. Okay.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. It looks a little bit odd over your Roman garb.
Yeah, when I see it on me, I like it more. It's over my dress. It's like trying it on in a store.
Yeah. Very stylish.
Very stylish.
I've got all of my stuff here as well. I got winemaker boots, winemaker leggings, winemaker apron, straw hat, and of course, the panda plushie. Okay. What do you think about that?
I'm digging it.
So if we're going to clean up around here, I guess, do you want me to remind you of where things are on this side so that in case you need any, I got you some of the starter stuff, but in case you need anything else, I could show you where storage is and all of that?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you.
Okay, so you remember the house, we've been in there. Oh, this is ridiculous. Tree over the pathway, I'll have to clean that up. I had many, many animals in here, and it looks like most of them escaped, or the dog here might have gotten hungry and eaten the rest, but...
Oh, that's dark. Okay.
Well, that's nature for you.
It's nature, I guess.
So in this silo here, this is storage. This thing right here, the storage terminal, if you right-click on that, it'll show you everything that I had left over from when we established the homestead.
Oh, lovely. Okay, cool.
So I guess if you need anything, try not to clear me out, but if you need stuff, you could grab a thing or two out of there.
I'll take what I need.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Happy wife, happy life. Isn't that what we decided last time?
Yeah, I guess we did, didn't we? So, yeah, I guess you want to start getting to work because there's a lot to do to get this place back in working order.
I was thinking, actually, I would leave you to that, and I was going to go kind of do my own thing, maybe cross the river. Is that...
What's your own thing?
I was going to make myself a little she shed and just kind of see what I can accomplish over there.
Across the...
Build myself a little hut.
Over on that side, over there?
Yeah. I was going to take our boat, if you don't mind, if you're not going to need the boat.
Well, I think there's 3 of them down there because I keep making more thinking I'm going to need them, but then I don't.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, we may not want to have to take the boat every time, and I currently actually have... Oh, where'd you go?
I'm over here. It won't let me move.
Oh, are you in a cobweb? Yeah, you're
maybe
in a cobweb.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
I was going to say, we might not want to take the boat every time, and it just so happens I have a pathway leading out of the house that goes to nothing currently.
Oh,
so maybe my first task, well, maybe second after I clean up, but maybe my first task could be building a bridge across this pathway that leads over there so that we could get from one side to the other if you're going to be building some stuff on that side?
Yeah, I think that works.
Okay. Well, I guess I've got my my marching orders. I've got to do some cleanup. I'll build a bridge. You're going to start building on that side, and you know where storage is. So if you need anything extra, you can grab a thing or two out of there.
Yeah, I'm gonna hop on over there.
All right, have fun, Mrs. Legion.
Thank you, you too.
All right, so it looks like we have our tasks. Mrs. Legion is going to get a start over there, and it sounds like she has some ideas about what she wants to build on the other side of the river. We have a lot of work to do over here. There's cobwebs, dead bushes, that tree fell. I can't believe all of this happened in just a couple months. We need to get this back into some semblance of working order, and then we can get to work starting on a bridge, so we have the ability to go from this side of the river to the other without having to row back and forth. Let's get started.
I'm in a maple taiga.
Nice. A tiger, huh? Be careful.
A tiger?
Yeah, you said it.
Oh, you're making fun of me.
No, you said there was a maple tiger.
A taiga? Taiga? What are you?
A Roman legionary.
You look cute. I don't know.
Thank you.
No, there's like a, I don't know, like some kind of bug. I got some food.
Oh, I didn't you get food in your chest? I gave you steak and potatoes.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting like some meats.
Yeah, steak and potatoes.
Oh, okay. Well, where can I... Yeah, I like super need some cobblestone. Oh, here we go.
You can typically find it underground, I've been told.
Didn't you say I could make cobblestone from grass? Or coal from grass? Or from wood? What am I even saying out loud?
What are you saying? It's from wood.
What am I saying?
In a furnace,
coal from
yeah.
wood.
Hey, the create contraption still works to farm my land.
Oh no, I got blown up. It respawned me.
It might help to point out that I'm still playing by the rules of hardcore, so if I die, the world is gone. But Mrs. Legion, we're going to be a little bit lenient on, since she's still learning a bit. She's played a lot actually in between this video and the last video, but she's still learning, so we're gonna be lenient.
Yeah, I made a super dope world.
That's what it's called, super dope world. I think we've got just about everything cleared out. I took care of all the cobwebs, we got rid of the dead bushes, I took out, there was some campfires underground for some reason, throwing some smoke out. We got rid of the tree that was blocking the pathway, and I just went through
Nope.
We're having some more trouble over there with Mrs. Legion apparently, but hey, there you go.
That was lit.
Hashtag lit, bro. She speaks like the kids apparently. But anyway, I've replanted all of the fields. We got rid of, there was some gravel in the fields as well. We got rid of that. The create contraption we made over here with the mechanical harvesters is still working, luckily. So this should continue to grab some of the things that we planted and put it in this chest for us, because we will have to continue cooking steak and potatoes. I'm sure I'll run out of that eventually. And speaking of that, because many of our animals seem to have escaped, or the puppy dog ate them, or, you know, whatever happened, I brought some wheat over, not to manually breed the animals, but we do have a feeding trough. So if I take this, put the wheat in there, we should find that the animals come over and use that, so they'll automatically breed even when I'm not here. So hopefully this area will fill out again once we leave it for a bit. And that's the cue for Mrs. Legion. So once again, we're going to bring her back. I'm going to see if we've got some leftover iron here. So I'm going to make a shield, and then we'll go check on Mrs. Legion and see what she's getting up to over there. We'll go check on Mrs. Legion. It looks like she's got a little something going on over there, and then we'll get to work on this bridge so we don't have to take the boat across every time. Mrs. Legion.
Yep. There's a bad place over here. Putting down some torches. That's, I'm assuming, where all the spooky boys came from.
Oh, yeah. Anywhere with this sort of coverage with the trees, be able to spawn mobs.
Well, no, there's like a... They have like a hidey hole down here. I don't like that much.
So where were you getting into all this trouble?
Well, I was gathering spruce over here, and they kept... And see, if you look over here, there's like a... They got themselves like a little hidey hole. Don't like that. Not a fan.
Let me make some torches.
I'm gonna go back to my home that I was building. I'm kind of lighting up as I go.
Yeah, I'll drop a couple deeper down in here because they'll be able to spawn down there.
Yeah, thank you. What now? What now?
Blueberries. You're stepping in blueberries. Don't step in the blueberries.
What? What a weird sentence, you know? Never thought you'd have to say that.
Hey, what can I say? I never thought I'd have to say it either. You all good if I start building a bridge to get over here?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Cut to Mrs. Legion was slain by cat. or something. Okay, let's take a look in storage to see what we have that we can use to get a bridge set up over here. It's gonna have to probably be at an angle since you can't really go straight across from where that pathway leads. Oh, and I forgot, we must have chipped or... Okay, we've got some different mods that allows you to make different kinds of... You see this here, cobblestone bricks, bit different. So we might want to use something there. We could actually probably just use a bunch of cobblestone, some deep slate, and I don't have nearly as much spruce as I thought I did. We're gonna have to get a lot more of that. Time to plant some saplings. We'll get a little temporary tree farm set up over here far enough away that if it changes all of this to podzol, I won't mind, because don't really want that at our place. Ooh, I forgot I had this. Look, I got the glider. Nice.
I wish I had a glider.
Or paraglider. Well, we can make them, so eventually maybe you can get you a paraglider. Those are so cool.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, it was the stone cutter. If we just put something in there, yeah. So we can get cobblestone bricks. Oh, the pathways, the pavings too. I totally forgot about that. We can do the brick walls. A lot of this will come in handy for a bridge. So let's say we're gonna do some cobblestone brick wall. We'll use some of the slabs. And then on the deep slate side, I'm not quite sure. It looks like most of that is the same. So maybe we'll use that for paving. Oh wow, you can get a lot of that. Okay, we kind of need a lot of spruce, so I'll probably wait for those trees to grow and then knock them down. Then we can start on this bridge. Now I get to see the animation. That's a... Ooh, that broke my axe in one. Wow, but it's a big tree. Look at that, falling down. Hey, nice.
Isn't that neat?
That's very cool. I remember that from last time. And it does change everything to podzol, so it's a good thing we're doing this over here. That is actually probably enough to get us started. Alright, so we've got enough spruce. I think we could start laying down the foundations of the bridge. And actually looking at this, it might make sense to just go straight across, especially since if we did take a bit of a left turn, we would run directly into what Mrs. Legion's building over there, and we don't want to do that. So I'm thinking what we'll probably do if we go into free cam again, and just a reminder, yes, we have free cam. So we leave our body behind right over there and just get a chance to look around and just plan our builds a little bit more easily. And rather than going straight across above the water, I'm wondering if it might look nice if we first build a little sort of stairway leading down towards the water right here. And then we do a bridge that arches upwards towards the middle of the water and then back down again over on this side. Might just make it look a little bit more interesting. So let's start putting these down in maybe one there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So technically 7 apart. That means we have 5 in between. That'll give us room for railings or something on either side and a 3-wide walkway. Okay, let's get started laying these out.
There's a duck. I love ducks.
There are the posts laid out. I think that'll work for our bridge. It will be. I mean, that's a bit of a hike. That was actually a Roman fact I just did in the last video, was Trajan's bridge. It was something like over 3,000 feet long. So obviously we don't have to worry about that much, but I think this will work. We just need to figure out what we want to do to get it down to that level. Pretty steep, so we might have to dig a bit of this out. And then we'll try to do some kind of arched bridge over all of this. I think we'll just get a simple stairway going down here between the cobble and maybe some oak stairs. That way when we get down to this point, we can sort of establish the bridge proper. So this is more of a bridge entryway, if we want to call it that. And then down here, we'll change to the spruce slabs because I want to do something with slabs and probably trapdoors. And then actually, well, I don't know. Do we want to do the sides first or just build the bridge and then kind of design around the sides of it? Yeah, we might want to build up those posts a little bit first. And I'm nearly out of spruce. Let's get a bit more of that, and then I think we'll just do the shape in these posts so we know how high we need to build the slab pathway. Also, I think we're going to need to create tree farm, or I'm going to need to get some better diamond axes because I'm pretty sure I'm going to be probably breaking an iron pickaxe every time I do this. Let's see how much of the durability it takes out. Yeah, like half. So 2 trees is 1 iron pickaxe, which if you didn't see the last video, you should go check it out, the 100 days in Homestead. But that's when we made this thing over here. Can we see it through the fence? The mining drill, which we'll be using this video. So it makes it easier to find diamonds and iron, but still might be easier to just get some diamond tools. Yeah, there it goes. 2 trees. No, not 2 tree, like 1, 2 tree. 2 trees. That's going to be happening a lot, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah.
Cookie bag?
Excuse me.
You didn't mention there was a cookie bag.
I didn't know there was a cookie bag.
There's absolutely a cookie bag.
Okay, I think we've got the shape down. We've got the stairs coming down here. Each one of the posts just goes up by 1 block, and then we level out at 3 above the water here, and then it goes back down. So we'll have sort of an arched bridge going over the water. And in order to do that, I think well, let's see. We'll have to decide how we're connecting this up to each of these, but I think it's safe to assume we can go by so that each one lines up with the bottom of the top spruce block.
I'm going to show you. Do you see where I am? This is a cookie bag. You may not be able to see. It's across from like the cows.
Oh,
kind of.
I think I do remember putting that there, actually, last video.
Cute. Does that mean
I don't
can eat
remember
cookies?
why I have it. I think I got it from a quest. Oh, I don't think I mentioned that yet either. We have Homestead quests, too. Look at all of that. This is what we kind of checked off last video, but we'll have to take a look into these, because look at all of that. There's so many different things that we can do. But that's, I think, where we figured out we could do that storage was in tidy corners, figuring that out. Yeah, we did some of Vines and Vintage, because we were able to get wine at the end of the last video. Cogs and Whimsy, we did a ton of that for our create components, so eventually we have to take another look in here because there's a lot left to do. Eventually.
I'm stealing some blackstone, but I'm going to need more at some point.
She's gonna rob me blind and just clear out all of my storage before I get a chance to use any of it.
I wouldn't have worded it like that. I mean,
we've got the pathway marked out. Now we just fill it with spruce and then, well, spruce slabs that is. And then we can figure out how we want to connect this up with the posts on the side because right now it's looking pretty plain. All right, let's have a look. That is a pretty good shape. Not too steep on either side for the archways. I think that'll be good. We need to add a lot of detailing. I need more stuff. Assuming Mrs. Legion didn't clear us out already.
No. I only took a couple of 2-tree tings. Looking good so far.
The bridge?
Oh. Yeah, it's looking good. I like it.
Why, thank you. Get down some of these cobble variants leading up to here. Then I think what we'll do is just kind of vary between the two of them. Just keep kind of swapping like that to add a little bit of detail as we go through. And then we'll come back around with these cobblestone brick walls. And we've got also the cracked deep slate brick. I'll need to find something to do with that. I'm just not sure what yet.
At some point I might need a bit of iron. Not that I would steal it from you. I'm just saying that out loud.
Yeah?
I'm just saying that out loud. Only like a couple of 2-tree pieces.
You're visualizing? What's that called? You're manifesting?
I'm manifesting some iron.
Yeah, maybe if you say it hard enough, it'll just show up.
Yeah. That's what I'm hoping. I don't want to go to the bad place, so...
We should probably reference, I think, what is the bad place could be anything underground, I'm guessing, to Mrs. Legion?
Oh yeah, I don't like to go underground. No, there are very bad people that live there.
Yeah, is that right? Okay, let's have a look. What could I do with this cracked deep slate? Maybe I'll could go across like this. Just some extra support. And yes, it's a bit strange we're using the cracked ones for support, but I'm sure nothing bad will happen. Okay, and then we've got these walls, which actually, you know what? I brought stairs. I'm so smart. That way we can do this to round out these corners a little bit.
Ooh, looking good. Like it.
We're getting there.
You think it's sturdy enough for me to traverse across at this point? You know?
If you need to, yeah.
I'm gonna try. I'm already halfway doing it.
Yeah. Well, it works as a bridge. We can confirm that.
Yeah, this is really nice. You don't have iron, so...
No, I've got it on my person.
Oh.
Because I was worried about people stealing it.
Can I come by you? Can I have just like 5 or 10? I don't need that much. In case I want to make more tools. Can I get some iron?
Flint and steel. That's just one piece of iron.
Yeah, but then what if I want to make like more tools and things?
Well, I guess, let me know at that point, and then cross that bridge when we get to it.
Cool. No. Pardon my snoring.
I can't hear it, unlike real life. I like this design of stairs with walls in between. That's looking pretty good. We just need to find something to do with the trapdoors and the fence. And I think I have an idea. Trapdoors in between all of that, just to add a bit of a different color. I was thinking fence on top of the walls, but would that mess with how all of this looks if we put one there? Actually, no, I think that would add to it. Go through and put all of these on this. Yep, that's looking good. I think on the rest of these, we'll probably do deep slate with a bit of fence on top, and then a paper lantern. Well, would it be good there, or does it want to be higher? No, that's actually probably pretty good. That helps a little bit, just the random little bits of spruce. Now I gotta throw some trapdoors around. It seems like it kind of needs something under, like, this portion right there. All right, I think I'm calling that just about done. We go out. That should look nice at night, too. Yeah, just the right amount of detail. It's not too nuts. Just a nice little quaint bridge going from the original homestead over to... What do you have over here, Mrs. Legion? A couple wooden boxes. Beautiful.
I'm going to need a bunch more black dye for my upcoming project, but these squid aren't really wanting to cooperate.
If you want, I think there's a way with Create. Where are you? I can show you the Create workshop if you want to use that to make black dye.
I'm about to come back to my shelter here. I'm on the bridge now. Do we want me to come back to the homestead?
Yeah, I'll just show you real quick.
Okay.
Okay. There's a couple ways, actually. So you figured out how to make charcoal, right? Just using a furnace to cook up some wood?
Yes. Okay,
so if you get a bunch of that, a bunch of the charcoal, and we get over to the Create workshop over here. So I forgot to fix this. I haven't checked, but this isn't running. It's supposed to be running off these water wheels. It must have broken since we've been gone, but I'll fix it. Once I do I have a million? Over here in this corner. Right here, this thing that I'm standing on.
Okay.
If you throw charcoal into here when it's running, when I turn the power back on and let it sit for a minute or so, then take it out. If I go to over here just to illustrate, yeah, charcoal into the milling stone or whatever it's called, you'll get black dye and gray dye. There's I think 100% chance you get black dye, and then a 10% chance you'll also get gray dye out of it.
Okay, cool.
So let me fix this really quick. Yeah, I think these are the things that I need to fix it. Oh, no, it's right down here. You could wait here, because it's just this spot right here is supposed to be getting power from these water wheels. I'm on the other side of the house.
I'm actually going to steal some charcoal real quick while you do that.
Okay. Doesn't work
I don't want to be in your way.
Either. Oh, no, it does work with coal. Okay. Actually, you get more with coal than you do with charcoal. But I'll fix this. We have the water wheels running here, creating power. It got disconnected, so we'll put that power there, do this. And if we look in the workshop, yeah, everything's running again. So now that it's running, we have, I think the mechanical mixer was for making brass. And then at one point we had a smoosher in here, but I don't know where that went. We could always put it back. And then over here, we've got the millstone. Oh, here it is. That's the mechanical press or smoosher. Okay, so take those and then just hold them in your hand, in your hotbar. And then go over to that millstone in the corner. Hold it up above, and then press Q.
Okay. Oh, look at it.
Go, then it's working. And now if you hold your mouse over it, you'll see it says 4 black dye.
Yeah.
So just right click.
I love it.
And you should pull it out. This is very messy in here. I would say I should clean it up and make it look a bit better, but we all know I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, well, that's par for the course.
So things are definitely looking a lot better over here now. Got pretty much everything cleaned up. We now have a bridge installed so we can get from this side of the river to the other. And it does look like Mrs. Legion has herself a little starter hut set up. And a mailbox. And look at this, I've got a mailbox too. Easy way to communicate, I guess, when we're not both around. Mrs. Legion's demands? Okay, I'll bite. What is this? Demands. These are the things I require. Pumpkins. Okay, that's easy. I planted a couple of those. Around 50 iron ingots. Okay, a backpack, create mod, smelter, villagers, and blackstone. A gajillion. Love you, bye, Mrs. Legion. And that's it. So a gajillion blackstone, something that we need to go to the nether for. Plus all this other stuff. Well, what do I look like? I don't have time to just be spending all video making my, getting stuff to fill out these lists and just, nope. I've got other things to do. We're not doing. So, if we're going to be collecting iron for Mrs. Legion, I guess we're going to need our good old mining drill. And let's see, what did I have this at? 5x4. So 20, that's not so bad. If we get our wrench, I should be able to pick that up. We now have it in our inventory. Now I just need some extra rail. I just checked storage. Do I not have rail? Or maybe I left it in the minecart? No. Oh, wait, there's some. Just need a couple to get me started. Okay, this seems like as good a place as any to start. We can use the mining drill to get the iron ingots, and then actually we could probably use it for the blackstone as well. Some of this other stuff, a little bit more complex, but I think we could manage. Here's our mine that we established last time, and I think we do have an area opened up right about iron level, which is not this. We want to head to right around Y level 15, 16? Yeah, so that's it right here. This is what we did last time to collect the iron that we had, and we should be able to do exactly the same thing. Set that down, get our minecart here. Does look like it doesn't have any coal or charcoal, but I just made a ton, so let's just grab some of this, put that in there, and then if we give it a push, we should be off to the races. So let's, please? Pretty please? There we go. Oh, look at that. Beautiful create contraption. If you want to see how we made this, we made it in the 100 days in Homestead. So that'll give you the idea about how we made this, but pretty simple. Just uses the mining drills in the front. Anything that it's mining gets put into these chests here. Not sure which one though. There it is. So everything that we're mining, we're already getting some iron, so that's good news. As it goes along, it's being pushed by a furnace minecart, by the coal, and then getting picked up at the back by this, thing that I forget what it's called. Mechanical plow or something like that. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna let this run for a while till we have the iron that Mrs. Legion needs, and I think I'll actually grab a little bit extra for myself as well. Let's do it. Well, that didn't take long. We've already got, let's see, with what I just mined because it got exposed and what we picked up, that's a little over a stack. We definitely have enough now, but I might want even a bit more. I did run into a skeleton and it hit me pretty hard. I forgot I wasn't really wearing appropriate armor. I thought I had iron armor or something, but it must have been lost when our homestead got all messed up at the beginning of the video. So yeah, maybe I'll get a bit more. We'll make some iron armor just so I'm feeling a little bit better, especially if we have to go to the nether. Or, ooh, there's a slime behind me. Or I could even go down and get some diamonds. Get some diamond armor. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we want to do. Yeah, I think, let's see if we can have any luck with that. Let's run down to diamond level and just see if we find any. Because if I have the ability to just get diamond armor instead, why wouldn't I? In fact, looking over here, it looks like I've got more options. Resonarium chestplate, silver. Diamond is 8 and 2. That's 7 and 1. Not bad. Warden chestplate. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. Where would I get this stuff, by the way? Whoa, aquamarine ingot with netherite iron chestplate, a smithing template. This looks a little bit beyond my means right now. Yeah, that's a bunch of... Oh, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Never mind. Diamond sounds good. Down to diamond level. Here we are, and yes, we did start digging out quite a bit down here. We're just going to continue that and go back to time-lapse for a bit. Off we go. Since this video comes out a week before Halloween, I thought we'd talk about some historical Halloween facts. Not all of these will be related to Roman facts, since this holiday originated elsewhere. If you caught the Jack-o'-lantern video last week, you will have heard about Lemuria, the closest holiday the Romans had to Halloween. So in following cinematic shots, we'll talk about more Halloween-specific antecedents. I think after opening this new area here, we are in good shape. Let's have a look at the drill itself and my inventory, which you'll notice I got 25, they're called rough diamonds in this mod pack. So it's a little bit unique. We have to do something special to turn them into diamonds. I'll show that in a minute. I also found a bit more iron nugget, some additional raw iron. Then in here, we have another 13 for a total of 38 diamonds. Not bad at all. These rough diamond shards will also come in handy. And then if we look in everything else, we also got just a variety of things. Diorite, andesite, granite, cobblestone, cobbled deep slate, some copper, various other metals, limestone, lots of things that will probably come in handy for building later on if we're interested in it. So yeah, we're absolutely full here. I did run out of room. Lots of weird things too. Lazurite, cinnabar, which actually I think can be used to make redstone in this mod pack. But yeah, I'd say we're all good. What we should do now is bring this back up to storage. We can get most of those building blocks put away, and then I can process the iron and the diamonds. That way we can get some diamond armor since we have to go to the nether, and we should have plenty of iron to fulfill Mrs. Legion's demands. Blue moon rises, you feel lucky. What does that mean? I think I remember that the blue moon looks really cool, so we can go have a look. I just don't know what luck would affect. And coming out at nighttime, make sure there's no baddies. Ooh, lots of nebulas and stuff up there. That looks very nice. Let's head to Yieldy Bridge and have a look. Don't think the moon has risen yet. It usually comes up from behind the mountain that's kind of blocking or protecting much of our homestead. But man, I can't get over this. With the right shaders, resource packs, everything, and obviously a nice area like the one we have set up here, this just looks absolutely gorgeous. All of the lights, it's got kind of like a purple hue from the sky. Nothing quite like it, is there? Love it. Alright, well, while we wait for that moon to come up, I am going to start cooking up some iron. And just to check... Oh, okay. I was curious if there was a way to ore duplicate, which it looks like you can. If we were able to get the ores themselves and put them in a milling, or a millstone rather, it looks like we could triple it. Wow, but I don't have Silk Touch, or even mincing. I've never used a mincer before. Well, good to know. If we can get Silk Touch, it'd be quite useful. But for now, let's just throw all of our iron. Well, let's split it up a little bit so it's a bit easier. Throw it all in there. That is quite a bit. Then while that cooks... Ah, there it is. Kind of hard to see. Must not be a full moon. Just a big cube in the sky, just like the real moon. Made of cheese. Well, let's go to bed, and then we can process those diamonds in the morning. Oh, I don't feel lucky anymore. Fortuna has left us. Okay, now like I said, in this mod pack we have rough diamonds, and then rough diamond shards. And it even says on there, polish on a diamond grindstone. So that's spelunkery, that's the mod. Just so happens I have a diamond grindstone over here, and last time it said sometimes you might need to use rough diamond shards to like polish the grindstone itself. I don't think I've ever had to do that, so let's just take the rough diamonds and right-click it on here, and then if we notice, we are starting to get actual diamonds, which is what we want. So let's just keep doing this and see if maybe it breaks the grindstone or what happens. So far so good, it doesn't seem to be running into any issues. Yeah, there we go, all of it. So, I had some rough diamond shards in here, let's just put the rest in. I guess if we need them, they're there. But also, that means we can get ourselves a pair of diamond boots. Get the Cover Me with Diamonds advancement. We'll get some pantaloons. We'll go ahead and make ourselves a chest plate. And of course, a helmet. I'm going to put some of the spare things in this iron chest that we have next to the furnaces, so remind me, that's where we're keeping our diamonds for now. And then we'll take off all the winemaker gear, probably put it back on at some point, get on all of the diamond gear, and we are feeling much more protected. Also, it looks like our iron is just about done. Couple more cooking there, and that should be enough time to go put all of those things we picked up into storage. And we'll try to make this easy. I'm hoping I can put not a whole lot of room over here. Let's try to put it right here and hope for the best. I don't want it drilling through anything, obviously. And then we'll just have to go into each one of these, take out as much as we can, head into our storage silo, and then we just come over here, drop it all off into storage. And because we're using Tom's Simple Storage mod, it'll just automatically put it into whatever chest is empty at the time that I put it in. Nice and easy. Even so, this will take a minute, and there are ways, I think, to make this a bit easier. Like, for example, I think you can attach it to maybe a hopper and automate this process. I think there's ways to go kind of semi-wireless with it and all different stuff. But right now, we've got it kind of simple, so we'll just go back and forth and fill it all up. I think this will be the last trip, last little bit in here. Get it dropped off in storage, and then if we look, geez, we've got 9,000 cobbled deep slate, approaching 3,000 cobblestone, lots of other things here, lots of limestone actually. And then I think if you click on the inventory connector, it'll tell you over 1,000 free out of about 1,750 slots. So we still have plenty of room. We don't have to think about expanding this just yet. In fact, one of the things that was on Mrs. Legion's list was villagers, and I don't anticipate that being easy, but at the same time, since we have so much room inside this storage area, we might just turn this into a temporary sort of villager breeder area before we have an actual spot to put them, because I don't know what the plan is there. Which, yes, by the way, Mrs. Legion never told us what she needs any of this stuff for, so once we see her again and drop off all of the goods, we'll have to figure out what she's planning soon enough. For now, let's take back our mining drill, and I think I'll just... Well, no, I need to keep it on me because we are going to bring it to the nether, so we'll hold that right there. For now, we got the first thing checked off, so we're going to run over to Mrs. Legion's area and drop it off in the mailbox. Why am I doing all of this? No, I'm not intimidated by Mrs. Legion. Don't be silly. Just trying to be kind. So there you go. 50 iron ingots. That was what it said, right? Around 50 iron ingots. Yep, that should be fine. Okay. Before we go to the nether, there's a couple easy ones here. Pumpkins, that's not bad at all. A backpack, I think I can do that right now. Create mod smelter. I might wait on that. Villagers, I think I remember seeing them last video in this world. I just can't remember exactly where, so we might have to look at the map for that. But I guess first, I did plant some pumpkins. Let's see if we can plant some more, just because there's not a number on there. But if we plant enough, I'm sure it'll be fine. And right now, I've got 1, 2, 3 pumpkins. That will give me 12 seeds. We may as well plant these with our... Yeah, there's the warden hoe. Or do we just do like I did and replace them? Some area here. Probably that one. Let's replace some things on this side. Get these placed over here. They should be able to grow over onto the grass pretty easily. And then we'll see. Hopefully that's enough. By the way, how is our harvester doing? If we look in, whoop, not that, here. Not bad, it's picking up some stuff. And since we're here, we may as well grab more wheat. Oh, you noticed, yeah, there's no rhyme or reason to how I planted all of this stuff back. I just used the seeds that I had and planted them like a madman, and this is how it turned out. I think it looks nice and natural. And of course, I wanted to do that so we could refill our feeding trough over here. I did notice they all seem to gather over on this side. I wonder if I should move it. Maybe I will. We will put it right here. Fill it back up. Have fun, feeding frenzy. The next one that should be easy on the list is a backpack. We, of course, already have a backpack. In fact, it's a gold backpack. Do we want to be nice and do the same thing? Because a regular backpack is leather, chest, string, and that's it. Unless we wanted to do this, which is upgraded from an iron, which is a regular backpack, which is back to that. Okay, so we need one of those anyway. I do have leather, easy enough. Do I have string? I do. And I have extra chests. That's going to be super easy. There we go. Get ourselves a backpack for Mrs. Legion. And if we wanted to do the same, that would yeah, just iron. Okay, we'll be nice. We'll turn it into an iron backpack, which just gives it more room. And then, do I have gold in here, or is that at the house? Not cooked up. Okay, I know I've got plenty. There's a bee trying to get into our house, and actually later on, I think I'll need bees, so let's let the bee in. And I guess if you just want to hang in here, that's cool. We could probably find a way to capture you. There's the rest of the iron. We've got some extra gold in here, and actually we've got plenty of cooked up already. Even so, we'll cook up the extra. Could have it for dinner tonight. And finally, we put the gold around that backpack and get ourselves a second gold backpack. Let's go drop it off in the mailbox. We're knocking this stuff out quickly, aren't we? It's gotta be no problem. Well, I say that until we have to actually get villagers. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Dinky old villagers. Okay, so we've got the iron ingots. We'll put the gold backpack in. 2 down. I didn't count how many to go. Well, we kind of did pumpkins. So 2.5 down. 3 left, and those are definitely saving the hardest for last. A create mod smelter, that actually shouldn't be terrible. I really just need an encased fan and some lava. Villagers will be quite a trip, and Blackstone, who knows, because I don't know exactly where it would be in the nether. How about if we have what we need for the smelter, the encased fan, then we will make that. And I actually think we do. Let's have a look. I have a special create chest in the house. I believe it is you? Yes. Andesite alloy. Shaft, casing, iron sheet. Shaft, casing. Looks like I need iron sheet, which we can make if we head over to the create workshop. And this is where our smoosher comes into play. We need 4 iron sheet, so we're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our mechanical press or smoosher. If I just throw those underneath there, it starts going, and it compresses them into iron sheets. There we are. Perfect. 4 iron sheets. Now if we say propeller, we grab ourselves one of those, encased fan, fill the recipe, we are good to go. We've got one. Come to think of it, it might also be worth getting a depot, and that's super easy anyway. Just an andesite casing and an andesite alloy. There we go. And now we'll keep this nice and simple. I will put it probably right next to our basin with the blaze burner here, because we can probably, yeah, just connect up to this power. That should work fine. Oh no! I didn't mean to do that. It just connected up with the basin. It looks like we had an andesite alloy in there. Okay, never mind. Let's take that and we'll put it right here. That's much better. Okay. Encased fan will be above the, or no, it needs to be one higher actually, because the lava will need to go there. It needs to be facing the right direction, which is that. Lava will go right here. A shaft can go here because that will stop the lava from falling down on top of the depot. And then I just need a way to power it and some trapdoors so we can hold the lava in. Do I have zinc? Because I think I can get some copycat panels that way. And I didn't think of it, but I should have grabbed lava either, well, in the nether, but I wasn't there yet in this video. I did see a bunch down at the deep slate level though, and I just forgot. We do have zinc, and if I put that in a stone cutter, yeah, that'll give us access to this. Okay. I just want some copycat trapdoors, nice and easy. And then I guess let's make a spare bucket. Then we'll run down and grab some lava. I was just down here, now I gotta run down all these stinking stairs again. That's another thing I could do with create. I can make an elevator to go down here, but I'm not gonna do that. Gotta stick to the plan. Okay, yeah, I just saw a diamond. I caught that out of the corner of my eye. Come here, you. There's multiple diamonds. How did I miss this? Oh, there's multiple. Thank you. 5 diamonds exposed that I just didn't know about. Ah, well, here's our lava. Grab that. That's the first time I got lava? Well, if you say so. We head back over to the Create Workshop. We use our copper trapdoors, so I guess I'll put one there for now. Go around each of the sides. This is going to be a little bit tricky. Right there. Get rid of the middle one. Close these 3. Then there should be nowhere for the lava to go. I really hope that's the case anyway. It should stay there. Yes, everything looks good. Okay. And then finally, we just need a way to power this. And I think I can do this with just cogwheels, maybe. Cogwheels, I think, are planks and shafts. Yeah, so if we grab a few of these, can I just attach to power here? Obviously, not like that. Like that. Put another one above it, and then one next to it. Hey, Windmaker. Now, there's a problem. It's going the wrong way. Or is it? No, yeah, it is. You can kind of see the particles there. They're going up. We need them to be going down. So I need to reverse rotation. Oh, great. I either need a gearbox or I need to attach to something else. Let's just get a gearbox, which I believe is andesite casing surrounded by the cogs. Yeah, gearbox. Okay. Let's take you out, and no, wait. You know what? I think I should just get multiple gearboxes. I don't think this is going to work how I expect. Because I could put one right here. I would just have to swap it to be vertical, like that. Run shafts across the top of that, then I need another gearbox there. Potentially 3 if we're once again going the wrong direction. Let's find out. Swap it to vertical, get you attached right there. Are we still going the wrong direction? Of course we are. Ugh. Need one more andesite casing, so we have to strip a log, get our andesite alloy, collect that, one more gearbox, swap the rotation yet again by replacing a shaft with a gearbox, and now, there we go. You'll see it's blowing downward onto this, which is exactly what we want. And there you have our automatic smelter. And the best thing about this is that it doesn't need fuel ever. It just uses this lava to smelt items below it. So just to demonstrate that, if we grab, yeah, we've got some logs in here. We'll just take 16 spruce logs, and if I put those here on the depot, the particles going down are showing what they're going to be smelting, or pointed at what they're going to be smelting, rather, and there you go. Processing by particle. That turned it into more charcoal for us. And that is another one off the list, the Create Mod Smelter. Never need fuel again. Perfect. All we can do is hope that Mrs. Legion will be pleased about that. And then after we clean up the inventory one more time, we'll look at, do we want to go to the Nether, or do we want to try to find villagers? I've decided that we're going to take care of this Nether trip first, so we'll go get this black stone. I also just looked it up, and it says that it can be found primarily between levels 1, let's see. Yeah, 5 and 31. Why level 5 and 31 in the Nether? And I think, once again, all we should need is a little bit of rail, the minecart contraption. We now have pretty good armor. I think we'll be safe. We have our shield. So what's the worst that can happen? One of these days, that's going to cut to losing the world. Hopefully it's not this one, though. All right, in we go for Blackstone. Oh, boy. Infernal Holt? Uh-oh. I don't like that. Whoa, I forgot. I've got the... Ooh! Oh, no. I think I just burned my... That's what happened last time. Hold on. Trying to get to a safe spot. Let's take a look. Did that just burn off my, whatchamacallit? Yep. My diamond paraglider just got burned. Wonderful. I forgot about that. We'll have to try to repair it. Okay. These guys haven't noticed us yet. Let's hope it stays that way. I'm just going to start digging right behind the portal so we can get to it if we need to come back. So let's do right down here. Maybe get to Y level 15 or something. Oh, that's wonderful. We love the Nether. Hey, look at what it is. Blackstone. So, I mean... Oh, what is this? Getting achievements left and right over here. Strange biomes. Is this a large deposit of blackstone? I think it's worth just kind of running the drill through this. Get the majority of it that way, right? Kind of a tight fit, but if we put the... Uh-oh. Ooh, the game didn't like that. That froze for a minute. Alright, let's push it through all of this and hope for the best. Yeah, that looks like it'll be good. Oh, it's gonna get stuck. Let's try that one more time. Oh yeah, this is tons. Good. Go through that once we're good. That's it right there, I think. Yep. Then we could mine any little bits left. I certainly hope Mrs. Legion appreciates all this hard work. I think we're going through another one here, so it's a couple right next to each other. And we're not even at the level where it said blackstone was common, so maybe we should go back down. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. I mean, we could probably... I mean, I don't know that I have any of those magma cubes. Wouldn't hurt to get a few. Out of curiosity, what are we getting so far? Oh, yeah, look at that. Stacks and stacks. let's keep it moving. All right, let's also try a bit deeper down, since apparently there should be more at that level. Okay, here we go. Level 20-ish. Let's open it up a bit, and we'll start ourselves a mine down here and see what we can find. It also wouldn't be impossible to find a little bit of netherite. That wouldn't go amiss. Not that I need it yet, or at all. All right, here we go again. Please don't run into lava. Hey, I said please. Unbelievable. What are... People don't appreciate manners anymore. Well, just a little bit, I guess. What are we running into here? What is this? Oh. Repurposed structures. Hold on a second. Wait, stop there. We just ran through something. What is this? This is bringing back memories. This might have been where we found blaze rods before. Also, I'll take a few of these. Some kind of like nether mine shaft. Are there any goodies in here? Just for Legion? I do like goodies. I like presents. Ooh, got soul torches. Fancy. Oh, hello. What do we have here? Ooh, tunnel treasures. Coin pouches. Name tags. That'll come in handy. Rope. Okay. Powered rail. Got some golden nuggets. I mean, yeah. Put all of that in our backpack for now. Are there other goodies? Ooh, I do like a shroom light. And what is this? Oh my goodness. Ruby crystal? Can I take some of that? Oh yeah. This isn't why we're here, but I mean, that's really cool. Oh, mythic upgrades. Don't know how to use that, but we'll try. No, let's be honest with ourselves. I'm gonna completely forget that I've got any of this stuff. And more than that, I'm probably getting myself lost right now, aren't I? I just want to know if there's goodies. What is that? Oh, that's a blaze burner. Okay, let's head back. This isn't why we're here. Not a blaze burner. I'm thinking about create a blaze spawner. Ooh, hold on. Hello. What is dust bun? Interact to break open. Okay, well, we're not doing that here. Red glow stick. We got some stuff here. Boop. I'll take it all. Ooh, okay, I see some goobers down there, but they're right next to a chest. There's not any adult goobers, are there? Because you guys are not too worried about. We're gonna just do this. Oh my goodness. Minomite? Efficiency, sharpness, I don't want any of that. Black seeds. Okay, yeah, we need to figure out what that is. Minomite. Are we friends? Are we gonna be friends? He's not attacking me. So, are we friends? Because I saw a chest over there. Okay, let's assume we're friends. I'm just gonna have a look at this real quick. Yep. Parachute. Ah. Gotta clear all this stuff out again. There we go. Yeah, I guess that guy's my buddy. He's not attacking me. At the same time, I do think it's time to get out of here. Assuming I can figure out where out of here is. Is this us down here? Oh, you know it. Okay, back to the task at hand. You might want to move there, little buddy. Things are about to get cramped on that wall. Oh no, oh well. Yep, look out. Probably too late, that's sad. Nothing we could have done. Am I running into something? What am I running into? This actually might be ancient debris. Is that what we just hit? Hello? Yeah, look at that. Ancient debris. We found some. Might be finding a second one right now. Unintended, but I will take it. Uh-oh. Little bit of an issue here with that chest. That's alright, we'll pretend that never happened. Sorry, fellas. Ooh, going through something else here. What is that? Sapphire crystal. Okay. Well, if we need any of that fancy stuff, we know where it is now. It appears like there's a lot of it in the nether. Also, how are we looking? What constitutes a gajillion? Because I think that's the word Mrs. Legion used. We've got, like, not too much, I don't think. Hey, there's some more here. Nice. Oh, hold on. And there's more lava. Wonderful. Whee. No, thank you. I have a feeling we're going to need a new diamond pickaxe before too long. Yeah, this does seem to be a good level to find it, because we are running through a decent amount. Ooh, this is a problem. This is a problem. Too much lava. Ooh, okay, that could have been worse. Oh, no. We keep running into lava. Let's knock that off. I think after we make our way back to more, like, closely to where we started over there, I think we're gonna head back. Until I can fully define what a gajillion is, I think we've got a decent start here somewhere. Let's see. I've got maybe 11 or 12 stacks. That has to be a good start. We'll get a little bit more here at the end, too. Oh, this guy's interested in me. I was really hoping that wouldn't be the case, because now... Yep. Those guys hit hard. I'm even wearing full diamond, and ow. I was really hoping he wouldn't be interested. Leave me alone, Ow. I was trying to get to a safe spot before I joined in battle, but at this point, I think we just go for it. Yeah, not too bad. Ooh. Luckily, this seems to have stopped for whatever reason. Why are we stopping? Oh, I see. Nope, we don't want that. There we go. Digging through whatever this is. Sapphire crystal. Hey, buddy. Uh-oh. I'm just leaving this one. That is a lot, actually. Why is it a lot? Why is there so much? doesn't matter. There's our stairway back, so as soon as we go through this, we are done. For now. And 3, 2, 1, we grab you. Gotta be a good amount in there. And if not, maybe we send Mrs. Legion to the Nether and she could do some collecting. Oh, she would love that. Me, I'm going home. Oh no, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me. There were like 4. No, thank you. Yikes. Alright, same as before, let's unload everything in storage, which does include 3 ancient debris. Can't really do much with that, hidden in the depths, but kind of neat that we found some. Oh yeah, we have to fix our paraglider, and I wanted to find out, what are these? Dust bun. Interact to break open. We're gonna have to break one open, right? And we got the Minomite. Ah, peaceful moon rises. Too bright for monsters. Definitely more netherrack than blackstone. Maybe we could find a use for that, but I think this will be the last little bit here. How are we looking? Everything cleared out? We got almost 1,000 blackstone. How do we transfer thousands and gajillions? Are those like 1-to-1 maybe? Because that'd be pretty good. I don't know. Let's hope between that, the basalt, and the volcanic ash, and cobalt deep slate. I mean, it's all similar coloring, if that's what she's looking for, so let's just hope we're okay. I don't really want to go back to the nether, so yeah, hopefully we're just good to go. It's a lot of hopefullys, I know, but for now, I'm saying we're crossing off blackstone. Oh, looks like Mrs. Legion's back, and she's actually checking, seems like she's checking out what we left for her. Let's see if it meets her expectations. Mrs. Legion, you're back.
I am. I can see that I have some mail.
Yep, yeah, I had some mail too, some demands.
Yeah, I got a backpack, which is helpful, and I got some iron ingots, which was something that I asked for, so that is very helpful.
Mm-hmm. Do you know how to use the backpack?
I don't.
So in your inventory, if you hover over your chest plate spot, you should see a slot for a backpack to the left of that. You just pick it up and put it in that slot. I can kind of see what you're doing there. I think you have it in, if I'm seeing what you're seeing here, I think you put it in the chest plate. You don't want it in that slot exactly. You want it in the one next to the chest plate that looks like a bag.
Oh, yeah, I got it.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, cool.
And now if you press B, it should open up your backpack inventory.
No.
Oh, we need a button mapping issue. I'll help you with that in a minute. Yeah, so it'll work. Right now you've got multiple things mapped to B, but yeah, we'll get that fixed. But anyway, yes, you've got your iron. And then I guess come over here. I got a couple other things to show you since they wouldn't fit in your mailbox. I made a change over here. It's not doors anymore. I did this so that if we get villagers, I can put them in here and they hopefully will be stuck, but that's a future concern. If you look in the storage terminal here, you'll notice that I have 967 blackstone. I don't know if that constitutes a gajillion, but you know, you did ask for blackstone. I was hoping that might be enough. And there's other stuff too. There's basalt, there's deep slate.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just take like all of it.
Well, you don't need to take it. Yeah, you can leave it in there. It'll be there for you whenever you're ready for it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take all the basalt and all the blackstone. What about the pumpkins? Yeah. Did you get the pumpkins?
I'm starting. I've been replanting anytime I harvest pumpkins, so I don't even know. I probably got 30 or so planted right now.
I had a couple planted back by my little she shed over there, so I think between the two of us that should work.
Okay, and then also we have over in the Create Workshop a new ingenious device, and this is our automatic smelter. You'll see where the lava is there.
Ooh.
You kind of want to be You want to be a bit careful with this one. I don't know if you'll be able to let out the lava, but if anybody can manage it, I would think you'd be able to. But if you did want to use this and just smelt anything you'd put into a furnace. So for example, I've got cobblestone. There's this little thing at the bottom, the depot. All I have to do is right click with the cobblestone and it goes onto that depot. And then up at top, you've got an encased fan that's blowing the lava onto that and smelting it. So you never have to add any new fuel. It just uses that one lava and it smelts it on the depot.
That is handy dandy.
Yeah, and you can also do an entire stack at once. So whereas in a furnace you'd have to do one block at a time, this is an entire stack of cobblestone. It takes a minute, but when it's done, it'll come out as stone, and you never have to put in fuel.
We are definitely gonna want to keep the kids away from that, though.
Yeah, oh, there you go.
That is a hazard.
So,
oh, look at that.
Stack of stone, right there.
Awesome. Thank you.
So feel free to use that. Just, you know, obviously, don't burn yourself.
Yep. I will try, no guarantees.
Looking back at the list, that just leaves villagers, which I was going to see if you wanted to help with, but first I have a question. What is all this for? I never asked.
Well, I was looking at the autumnal landscape, And with it being October, I thought maybe we could have a bit of a contest. Do you feel up for the challenge?
Oh, I don't know. That sounds risky.
I thought maybe we could build some sort of haunted house and we could see whose is better.
Okay.
Are you up for that?
I think I would indeed be up for that. I think, yeah, I've got some ideas.
I have some ideas too. I've been catching up on my backlog of Flavius is Better Baths and Villas magazine collection, so I do have some ideas. Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, well, I'm game. I assume, so when you say you need villagers, are we gonna like put them through the haunted houses and see what they think?
Yeah, I think that would be the dopest thing to do. Yeah. But also I could use some bookshelves. I could use some bookshelves too, and so I need some tradey boys. I need some stick boys. So that I can get some bookshelves.
Okay, so we actually do need to do trades. All right. Well,
we need Fletchers.
I don't remember why. I know I found a village last video. I can't remember why I needed to, or if I was just exploring, but we could probably find that again, and then if we both are there, we can each carry a villager back, and then probably just start breeding them here.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Lead the way.
All right, I just made a boat, and if we look at the map, I was checking this earlier actually, and I'm pretty sure, because we're all right here, right on the side of the river, which isn't helpful because you can't see this, Mrs. Legion, but all of us can. And I'm pretty sure that last time what I did was took the river all the way to the west and south and more west, and then if we look right here, there, I believe, yeah, there's some kind of like jungle village nestled in these woods right here. So if we got all the way over here, we could pick a couple up, bring them back to the water, and then just row all the way back. So
sounds good.
That's my plan.
Yeah, glad you have a map this time.
All right, so let's, I can't think of anything we would need to bring. This should just be fine using the boat. All set?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, let's get some villagers.
I've got my Dramamine patches on.
You don't need that.
I might. Better safe than sorry. Duck!
What?
I saw some ducks. I love ducks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. I think there's this, group of ne'er-do-wells in a camp up here that would always harass me as I went by. Although I don't see anybody here right now. I left them out in the water. Careful, Mrs. Legion. They're aiming at us. We'll just swiftly move by. Oh yeah, they missed. Suckers.
I really hope they don't get the ducks.
That should be fine.
Life is unfair. Nature's unfair.
Sure is. Okay, I'm starting to see villagers on my mini-map, so we're nearly there.
All right, awesome.
All right, let's get out here, and then they should be... Aha! Well, there's a house. I don't know if that's a villager house, because the village is up there. It's like a jungle village, a really, like, tree-housey looking thing, but this... Oh yeah, there are villagers. Hello. What are you? Oh, creeper, look out.
What?
I said, creeper, look out. I'm working on it.
Can you kill it?
Where
are you?
I'm fighting a creeper. Where are you?
Oh, I see you.
All right, I got it.
I see you. Yay.
Yeah, there's a guy up here.
Oh, okay.
A shepherd.
See two?
Oh, there's candles too. Didn't you want candles?
Yes, I need about 30. Can I just take them? Oh, thank you.
I took them.
Thanks.
Are you able to pick this guy up? Do we have carry-on? Hey, look at that. You got a villager.
Snatched him right up.
I saw another one.
As one does.
Yeah, there was another one.
I saw one go behind maybe the tree over there.
Oh, yep, there he is. I see him.
Don't be afraid.
Come here, you little
We're
rascal.
not gonna hurt you.
Nope, come here. Gotcha.
We're not gonna hurt you.
Well, look at that. We captured a couple villagers. I'm wondering,
cute.
is it possible to put, well, let me, here, put him down real quick.
I'm afraid to.
No, that's all right. Just
How do I put it down?
Right click him on the ground. Okay, can I put you on your head? Yeah, I certainly can. Oh, that makes it fall off though. Hold on, let's try. No, drop him again. Let's see if I can. Oh, it won't let me put him on your head. Whoop, I can do that. I turn into a circus act. All right. Well, I mean, we've got two. I wonder, is it an issue that this one already has a job? Probably not.
Yeah, I just need a Fletcher. So.
Well, yeah. Well, I guess we can always breed these two and just get a bunch more anyway. So this should work fine.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, back to the boat. That could have been much more difficult. I thought we were going to have to trudge through the jungle over there, but no.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Is that a thing people say?
In ancient Rome, that was actually a pretty commonly used phrase. Yeah.
Really? Now, I'm kind of worried about this part because if I right-click the boat, is he just going to get in, or am I still holding him? Yeah, I am. Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me get a bit closer. Are you able to get in? Hey, look at that. 4 people in one boat. That is impressive. Now the long row home. I wasn't sure it would let us do that with 4 in a boat, but there you have it.
Yeah, this is genuinely thrilling.
Is it?
Yeah. Got away with 2 kidnappings.
It is
relatively
not,
unscathed.
For legal purposes, we have to point out this was not a kidnapping. They volunteered to join our community. This was of their own volition. They signed up. They said, yep, that all sounds fantastic. It's much better than where we're living now. I definitely want to come with you of my own my own free will.
Well, the homestead is, exponentially better than where they were living, so you're probably right. If I was one of the kids, I would ask you, are we there yet? But no, I'm a grown adult.
You're still thinking, are we there yet?
I'm thinking it, yeah.
No, we're not. Looks like we're going to be doing the last little bit of the trip at night, which shouldn't be super dangerous in a boat, I hope.
One would hope, yeah. Considering my propensity for being unalived.
Yeah. Well, we've got a blue moon and we feel lucky, whatever that means. That just happened a few days ago.
Okay, alright. I could use a bit of luck.
Turns everything pink or purple. You see that? How everything is now like shaded purple or pink?
Oh, like the clouds?
Yeah, and us, if you go into third person.
My guy is green.
Well, you're kind of just smooshed up against the back of my head, so probably hard to see much.
Are you 2 boys ready for a new life, a new adventure?
Like, I don't know. There I was just sitting at my house, and then some lady grabbed me and carried me off.
Or just being useless?
That's actually how we started dating. I was just minding my own business. Came and grabbed me.
You were being useless too.
Yeah, there's the homestead. Look at that approach. Beautiful. So I think what we should do is bring these guys into the silo, and then I'll set up a little area where we can just breed them, get some more villagers, and hopefully have as many as we need.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, let's get out here.
Am I still holding it? Good.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
All right, let's make sure they can't get out because I'm not 100% confident in this, but if you just drop them in here, are they going to be able to escape? No, not on his head. Come here, you. Nope, nope. Hey, get here. There we go. They're
not running for the door.
Yeah, actually, out of curiosity. Oh no, we tried that, didn't we? Yeah, I can't put it on your head. That's annoying. Can I pick you up? Hey, I think I can. Look at that.
Oh, fun.
I got a Mrs. Legion.
Look at this.
I can't see a thing. Can I put you on his head? Hey, I can. Hold on, wait.
Whee!
Look at that. Well, yeah, it's your noble steed.
Alright, we need you to be a stick boy.
Well, not yet. I'm gonna just breed them and we'll get a bunch in here and then we can worry about getting them jobs. But why don't we sleep and then you can show me the area you were thinking where we're gonna build these haunted houses, and then that way if we want to go and start prepping and doing that sort of thing, we can do all that. Like if one of us isn't on the game at the time, still just work on it and all that sort of thing.
Okay. Sounds good.
Let's hop back in the boat real quick and we'll head... I think I know the area you're talking about, so let's just make sure we're both sort of picking where we're going to build our haunted house.
Okie doke.
And then we'll have our claimed area. So it's actually the opposite direction, going this way instead now.
Right. I don't want it to be too near my she shed.
Yeah. Well, it's also not too far, because if we're saying that's the homestead back there...
Those are pretty nice.
This doesn't look very Halloween-y, though. Very autumn.
Yeah. We gotta find those trees again.
I'm pretty sure I see it right around the corner here, so it's not too far.
Yeah, off to the right.
Should be on both sides. Actually, I see a bunch of bees on the map, too.
I'm definitely gonna need some honeycomb.
Yeah, this kind of area. This looks just like it. This looks very...
This is beautiful.
Cool weather, autumn looking.
Right across the river from each other, maybe?
If I wanted to. I'm going to go into free cam and see around here. Oh, yeah. Look at all that. We've got a bunch of mountains around it, too. There's a big valley on this side. There's another mountain there.
That is gorge.
I mean, we could even do... Because there's a huge valley between 2 mountains over here. We could even just pick... What would you want? Would you want, like, a flat area to build yours on, or...
Yeah, I was thinking a flat area.
Would you want to do it in this lower valley off the river or on top of one of the mountains?
I was going to do it kind of in a lower area, if that's okay.
Okay, so between all of this, I guess you could do that. I could always take maybe on the like side of one of these mountains, or...
Okay, yeah.
I could do it over here on the other side if we don't want to be able to kind of see what the other person's working on. I could kind of do it over on the side of this other mountain.
Oh yeah, I definitely want mine to be a surprise.
Okay, so why don't we say, if you know how to, do you know how to make waypoints on your map?
I do.
Okay, so maybe like a big flat area, would something like this work right around here?
Yeah, this is perfect.
Okay, so if you want to waypoint that, I will also waypoint it and say that this is your spot. Mrs. Legion Haunted House, confirm. Okay, so if you're over there, I could always do on the other side of this mountain over here, because I have an idea. Ooh, actually, there's a cave already right here. That would save me some time. I have an idea for something where it's like on the side of a mountain. That might be kind of cool. So yeah, I could always do over here.
Pretty spooky.
Yeah.
Remember, this is a contest, and you have to be nice to me if you win.
Well, I don't know if that's part of the rules. Alright, so I think we have our areas kind of picked out. They're nearby, but we shouldn't be able to see what the other person's working on, assuming we stay, you know, kind of in the area that we're building.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay, like, literally in this kind of circle that we're in, so.
Okay, and the backpack should be, you know, pretty helpful to bring whatever you need over to this side.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, I'm gonna fill it with all my stuff.
Alright, well, I guess may the best Roman win.
Yeah, may the best Mrs. Legion win.
Uh-huh. Alright, so if we want to get those villagers breeding and make sure that we've got enough, especially if they're going to be the ones going through the haunted houses and scaring their pants off, we should make some beds, and then I'll grab some of the produce that we've been picking up from our farm, and that should give us some extra villagers from the 2 we picked up, just to make sure we have enough. And there's a couple things I would like. I wouldn't mind Silk Touch. That way we could get some bees and make more candles. That would be really nice for a haunted house.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to get some candles for mine as well.
Yep. So that's probably something, and then gotta be... I thought I had other ideas for villagers, and now I can't remember what I needed, but it'll naturally come to us, I'm sure. Okay, they're both still in here, that's good. Let's make many beds as we can out of this. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot. Infinite panda beds. In fact, the attic area here is vacant. I never did anything with that. I wonder... Let's head up there real quick. Yeah, this is perfect, actually. Let's just put all the beds here. I think... Oh, man, I'm still getting glitchy beds. That's so weird. They're just, like, disappearing, then they're back. But look at all that. We can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 13 villagers up here. So let's get a trapdoor to cover. That way they hopefully will be stuck up here and won't be able to escape. And then let's move you boys up here. Whatever mod is doing this that lets me go up the ladders that fast, I love. The ladders are way too slow, and this is awesome. No idea what it is,
Gotta
but
love convenience.
It's great. Yeah. Okay, so we got them up here. They picked out their beds. They're very happy. Let's get some produce. Oh, look at how many carrots I've got. Yeah, you kidding me? This will be perfect. Oh, that was a task. 250 carrots. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, look at this guy sleeping, doing his little snoozy nose thing. Yeah, he's so cute. Anyway, here, have some carrots. Dingus number 2, since the other guy's asleep. Are you not going to take those carrots? What are you doing? Hey, wake up. Take these carrots.
They're not known for their intelligence.
There we go. He took the carrots, so hopefully he'll share after a bit. Are you having trouble because these beds are kind of blocked? I don't know what this guy is so eager to get out and do, but he's having a hard time. Anyway, they have beds. They have tons of carrots. Hopefully they'll start breeding in the morning.
All right, I have my black stone and I took some of your smooth basalt as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll leave them up there in the attic, see if, that seems like almost like a, what's the one? It's a, was it like Charlotte Bronte novel or something? Just leaving the villagers in the attic, locking them up there.
Yeah, that'd be the classic Jane Eyre, yeah.
Look at me, knowing stuff.
Very proud of you, actually. It's one of my favorite books. I'm gonna go to my she shed and start loading up my backpack so that I can eventually travel to that area.
Okay, have fun. Oh, look at that. I'm doing free cam right now. I came in here to check on him. We've already got a baby villager. Nice, so that's working. Good. We'll leave that to run for a bit. And yeah, I guess I've got to decide if I want to start or if I need to work on something else since Mrs. Legion's getting to start. But also, that reminds me, I meant to look in the quest book because we've been knocking them out like crazy as we've been going through stuff. Or maybe not. I thought we got more than this. Just visit a weeping witch forest biome. Okay, got some witch hazel. A witch hat. I got a witch hat.
No, I want one. Where did you get one?
From Homestead quests. You've actually probably done a couple quests just by accident that you could collect on.
Yeah, probably.
You want to see my hat? Oh, and look, the panda head is popping through there too. That's great.
I'm upset that I didn't get one, but I'll get over it, whatever.
Come look at my hat. Where are you?
I'm in by me. Oh, I want one.
Impressive, isn't it?
I'm actually genuinely upset about that.
Well, let's see. How do you make them? Oh, they're super easy to make. Do you want one?
I do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could just give you the one I got, but I earned that one, so I'll just make you a different one.
Wow.
What? I said I'd make you one.
The earned felt a little petty. That's fine.
I did. Yeah, it was just wool, I think like that, and then a gold ingot. Yeah, there you go. Witch's hat. Okay, well, here you go. I'm behind you.
Boop. Hi.
There you go. Witching time.
It's time to defy gravity, baby.
Oh, goodness. Are you going to put it on?
You shouldn't have. Did I not?
No, you're holding it in your hand.
I forget how to put it on.
You could just right-click, or you could put it into the slot. There you go. Now you got a hat on. Look at you.
I'm so excited.
It's officially spooky time.
It's the best day of my life.
You've had 3 children.
I gotta practice my cackle.
Oh, yeah, not a fan of that. So it looks like Mrs. Legion and I are going to go our separate ways for at least a few in-game days so we can get these whole haunted house ideas sorted out. Now, it just so happens there are so many new things you can build in this mod pack. So I think it's worth taking a look around to see if there's any we want to plan for. Like, look at this. There's actually candle holders. That looks kind of spooky. Kind of expensive, actually. But also, we would need honeycomb for candles in order to build that. That's probably something I'm going to want. So that, to me, says bee farm. Oh, no way. You can actually craft mob heads? That's really cool. So that might be something else to look into. Oh, yeah. Candelabra. Maybe that's the ticket. Still, though, we would need bees. Probably bookshelves, too. I don't know why. I just feel like we should have bookshelves in a haunted house. That could be through villager trades, which is something we'll need to do anyway. Because if we're doing bees, we need silk touch, and we can get that from villagers. Oh, you could actually do different types of carved pumpkins, too. That would be really nice. Botanist's workbench. Botanist's workbench is just flower pots and planks. We could probably do that. So as you can see, there's a lot to do to prepare before we can actually start on a haunted house. And yes, I think I do have an idea about what we can do. But first, we need to get our villagers sorted, and we need some bees, at least. Now, fortunately, after I parted ways with Mrs. Legion, I actually went AFK for a while so she could get a head start on work, and you'll notice, yeah, the villagers were very busy during that time. Yeah, we've got about 12 or so in here, so we could actually go get ready. We could get some fletching tables, some lecterns, some stuff, because this diamond pickaxe is about to, yeah, it's about to be kaput. So I could probably make a new one, which I feel like I literally just did in the building an underground base world. I did kind of just do that. Also, I don't know why I'm going that way. I wanted to go to storage and I was literally just right there. But yeah, that means this will probably be pretty quick for you because we just did all this. So we need... I've only got 6 sugarcane. Did I plant any of that anywhere? I was thinking about making books for a lectern. Don't think I did. We should probably plant this. Well, that's a bummer. I guess we could wait for that to grow. In the meantime, we could probably make 1, 2, 3 fletching tables. Get started with some stick boys, but actually I'll probably need to work on trees as well. I didn't really do a typical start for this world even in the last video, so I don't have a lot of my usual stuff set up. Because if we're using fletching tables to sell sticks to get emeralds, we'd most likely want a tree farm, and we do have create, as you can see from our contraption here, which means we could set up an automated one, but I don't know if I want to do that. And yes, I realize I'm kind of all over the place right now. I didn't really come in with a plan, so I'm just trying to think about where we want to start to end up where we want to be, which is with bees. So let's at least make one of these. That's not too bad. Mechanical saw. So we'll get more iron sheet down here. Thank you. Another casing right there. And then easy stuff. We've got ourselves a mechanical saw. I think this is what I was talking about earlier. Did I mention it earlier? Nobody knows. It's lost to the sands of time. But the reason I wanted this is because of what I mentioned earlier. We're just going through these axes like crazy. Oh, and speaking of going off of, on tangents, the paraglider that we broke in the nether, I think I looked it up and there's a way, doesn't really say here, but I'm pretty sure you can repair it by getting more of these reinforced paper. I think we can use that to repair it, so I'm going to try that in a minute. But first, this is what I was talking about with the saw. If we go to one of these mega trees over here, we can just place a saw against it, which is obviously not like that. Get the wrench, take it back, shift, right click, that's what we wanted. We could put our hand crank here, and then as long as it's touching any part of this tree, hold right click and you'll see that a log right there is getting affected, and it did not do what I was expecting it to do. Is that because we have falling tree on this? I wonder if they're messing with each other. Uh-oh. Lumber? I hardly know her. What? This was supposed to work. I was counting on this working. What if I hold shift while I'm doing it? No. I wonder if it says anything about that in here, because what did we just get? Yeah, lumber, I hardly know her. Oh, we just got a bunch of different things. Build an automatic tree farm using a mechanical contraption. I didn't do that, But I guess, does that mean it would work if it was automatic? I'm so confused. Is it worth it? It might be worth it. I might go, oh, wait a minute. No. I think I know what I did wrong. I think it has to be all 4. So hold on, if we do all 4 of these, will it work? Which is super tedious if you're doing it manually. I don't know why I was thinking it was just 1. I'm pretty sure it does have to be all 4. So this would be the last one. All the other 3 are taken out. If we put this here, do this, we should take down the whole tree, pretty please. There we go. Okay, and it falls in an annoying pattern. So I need to decide what I want to do about this. Do I want to automate that process? Probably, because, I mean, let's be honest, it's going to take forever if I try to continue collecting this way. And we'll need to do a lot of trades in order to get what we want. All right, you've convinced me. Let's time-lapse an auto tree farm. Off we go. Halloween primarily traces back to the ancient Celtic festival of Samhain. And I'll put the spelling of this on the screen because the spelling looks nothing like the pronunciation. Samhain was celebrated around November 1st. It marked the end of summer and the harvest, and the beginning of the darker half of the year, or winter. There we go. That took no time at all. Very similar to what we have set up over there in the garden, except instead of the mechanical harvesters at the front and the whole storage interface thing, this one I just made the main body out of barrels, so there will be plenty of room to store wood. The only downside is I was, for 1, too lazy, but for 2, I don't even know if I have the material over there to make deployers so that this will replant. So just anytime we see that the trees are gone, we just need to come and replant it. It really shouldn't be too bad because 4 trees gives you so much wood. So I just want to see one of these grow, make sure that it works and it can get through the whole tree, and then it gets stored in one of the barrels. Then we'll let it run, like I said, until we see all 4 trees are gone. I'll come and replant, so on and so forth. That should give us plenty of sticks because I've actually already got tons in here, so that by the time we finish trading with the villagers that are locked in the attic, I know, spooky, right? We should be able to come back, collect more, and replant. So now that we have this in place, just to reiterate, we are going to use this to get lots of sticks. With those sticks, we will trade with 3 Fletchers to get tons of emeralds. Once we have tons of emeralds, we'll be able to make lecterns. That will give us librarians with at least silk touch, but we might make just a better pickaxe in general because we'll probably need it to build my idea for a haunted house. It might be inside a cave. Don't tell Mrs. Legion. And then, oh wait, we got something behind us. This is gonna work. Please tell me it's gonna work. Making our way through the tree, and as we hit the last one here, let's see, does the entire thing get knocked down? It should, yes, and it should get collected. So really quick, just confirm that. Which one is it going to be in? Maybe that one? Yeah. So there you go. Perfect. And then we replant. But anyway, after we have that pickaxe with silk touch on it, we'll be able to go, hopefully pretty easily, find some bees' nests. I've seen bees all over the place. I'm not sure where their nests are. Then we'll make a bee habitat so we can collect lots of honeycomb. Because I want to use candles in my haunted house, and I know Mrs. Legion does too, so it just makes sense to have it here. So, with all of that in mind, I'm going to grab what we have here, and I'm going to start trading with some Fletchers. Good morning, everyone. Oh, they're so happy to see me. Let's get some chests up here. Place for our logs and emeralds and whatever else. There we go. Get some of these down here. I'm assuming Fletchers will happen pretty quickly. Oh yeah, look at that. You're ready to go. Is this the only light up here? Let's make it a little bit brighter. There we go. Okay. Oh wait, does this have that one mod? Oh, it doesn't. That gives me stems. There's a mod that you could just do spruce logs like this and it gives you a ton of sticks instead. And apparently it's not morning, it's evening. Oh, are you the one that missed out on a bed? Goodness gracious, do you hear that? Hold on, let's get this audio for a minute. Listen to this. Oh, they are loud. Wow. Not a fan. Alright, now it's morning, and we are off to the races. If anyone's curious, because it took me a while to figure this out, if you are doing a trade with a villager and it's filled out like this, all you have to do is hold shift, and then after you do one trade like that, it gives you all of it. You can press spacebar to reload it, so I don't have to constantly pull them back in. So I'm holding shift, clicking spacebar. That just makes it go so much faster. It's probably another one of those things that everybody knew about except for me, and it just took me ages to figure out. We're already on the last of our sticks. These guys are all journeymen, which means hopefully the tree farm was working. But I mean, hey, look at that. We've got a little over 2 stacks of emeralds already. No problem. Yep, got a bit here. Nice. Anyway, you know the drill at this point. I'm going to keep it up for a couple days. We'll get our librarians sorted out once we can, and then we'll move on to next steps. And last thing we'll do before I go into sort of heads down and just work on it mode is check that these are hopefully growing. Oh yeah, because we need that to make our lectern, so this will be fine. Good. I'll let you know when we made progress. So it turns out I did have what I needed to make deployers, so I just added that here. I was, once again, it's like, which side of laziness are you on? Are you going to manually do it? Or are you going to be lazy enough to innovate and just make it a little bit easier for you in the future? And that's what I decided to do. So we made our deployers. They are filtered for spruce saplings, so as long as there are some in here, it will plant them. I replaced everything else with gravel just so it couldn't place them where I didn't want them. And now it'll run fully automatic. I don't have to come back and keep checking and replanting things. So that's my little update for the moment. I'm going to do a bit more with trading. Got plenty to go here. And then I'll let you know once we have our librarians. Looks like we've got enough now. I'm going to make myself 3 books. With those, I should be able to make our first bookshelf. And with that, I should be able to make our first lectern. Now, the first librarian that we get, we want to make sure that it sells a book we want, but also bookshelves. It's just going to make this whole process a lot easier so I don't have to keep making them myself. Plus, like I said, I think that would be a nice decoration for a haunted house. So let's get this job locked down over here. Who's going to take it? Oh, he's going right for it. There you are. And I think we're probably going to want bookshelves, like I said, but maybe mending. But it doesn't have to be the first. Like if I see mending, we'll do that. If I see efficiency 5, if I see unbreaking 3, if I see silk touch, any of those we'll go for. But it especially has to have a bookshelf trade because that's how I'm going to lock it in. I have no extra books to actually get whatever it is that we see here. Oh no, efficiency 5 almost immediately. But no bookshelves and it's incredibly expensive. So we're going to move on, unfortunately. Unbreaking 1, not quite. Ah, silk touch, but again, no bookshelf. Why are you doing this to me? I shouldn't be surprised. And there's mending without bookshelves. Oh boy. We continue. Oh, there we go. We could probably do this. Bookshelves, silk touch for a little bit expensive, but I only need it one time. All right, buddy, you got yourself a deal. We're going to lock you in with a bookshelf trade. Then we can use that to get books just by putting it down and breaking it. And then I will take you up on your generous silk touch offer. And actually, we'll get a few more of those. That way we can find our mending and other types of librarians. So once again, give me a couple minutes. I'll get everybody locked in that we need. But I think pretty soon we will be in good shape. There's our mending book, and actually it comes with bookshelves as well. That's not bad at all. 11? We're going to take it. Boop. I'm tempted to take this one and just combine them into Unbreaking 3, but no, let's just be patient. We keep going. Oh, giving me another one, huh? Trying to tempt me again. Nope. Ooh, efficiency 5 for 21. That's actually pretty good. Yes, please. We're going to lock that in. So really, we've got everything except for Unbreaking now. I'm curious about this. There's a vein mining enchantment. So I've noticed a lot. There's a lot of extra enchantments in this mod pack. That, I mean, it'd probably be pretty nice. It's just I would like control over it. I don't know if I have it with this. I could always come back for it, but it's really good to know that that's in this pack. There we go, finally. That is incredibly expensive, but that was like a solid 2 in-game days before I even saw it again. I don't think I'm enchanting everything. We could always come back and get a better villager with a better trade, but for now, I'm going for it, because like I said, I'm starting to lose my mind a little bit, and that's all we needed. Efficiency 5, Mending, Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch. Now, do I have an anvil? I don't remember. Is that one? Yeah, right here. Now, do I put it on our existing diamond pickaxe, or do I go and make a new one? Because we have 14 plus, well, we have, I suppose, 19 total diamonds. But I kind of want to save them. What if I want them for something else? I could always heal this one up. Yeah, I don't want to be wasteful. Let's put all these books together. 11 for our mega book, Mending and Breaking Efficiency Silk Touch. We'll get that. Get it on the diamond pickaxe. Name it Jupiter's Delabra. And we are good to go. Before I do anything else, I'm going to go heal it, because I do not want to break it after spending all that time getting the books and the levels and the... Whoa, there we go. Yeah, I don't want to break it. We've got plenty of sticks already made in here, and stick boys that are just all too happy to heal my pickaxe for me. Yeah, we're nearly there. And I think they're all locked. Yeah, this is plenty. We just bought ourselves lots of time with this pickaxe. I think we're good to go. Which means the hunt for bees nests is on. Ooh, that's exciting, isn't it? The hunt for bees nests. I don't know if I've mentioned yet, but like I've been seeing bees all over the place, just not the nests. So do I just go like running around or I guess I could take the river, just see if we notice bees and then go and look for the nest? Probably our best shot. Oh, before we go, our paraglider, I forgot about that. We need to check if I can repair it. And I thought this is how you did it. You get more of this paper. Oh my goodness, that's expensive. Well, I mean, we were just talking about needing to spend our diamonds on other things. Is this worth it? Wow, yeah, wow, super expensive. I don't remember that. Or maybe I do. Maybe I remember thinking I was being a little bit silly using my diamonds on that last video. But we do have the mining drill. I can pretty easily get more. So I think this is worth checking. And then just remind me, we can't bring that into the nether anymore. I keep doing that. Okay, so more paper. We've got leather. We can make one of these reinforced papers. And then just to check, I can't just like put the glider in with reinforced paper. No. Although it might take a smithing table. Do I have one of those? I can make one. So if I put you there, I can't even put it in a smithing table. Hold on, I've got to look this up. Yeah, it's the only thing I'm able to find says smithing smithing table, but it doesn't go in there. And also, I'm noticing it says you have to use the same type as it was, and it was a diamond paraglider. And if I made this, it would give me 3 anyway, which could get me a brand new one. The other thing, though, it does say mending. Do we go get another mending book and see if I can mend it? Hold on. Before I go and do that, let's just see if I can put mending on it and actually mend it up. It's worth checking. Where my mending boy at? There you are. Let's get mending, and then, I mean, may as well. It's almost like an elytra. I was just talking about not needing unbreaking a lot, but we're about to buy our second one. Wasting all my emeralds. Also, if this doesn't work, it might be an enormous waste to try to do this. But at least we'll know. So, mending, unbreaking together. Put you there. I mean, we can do that. Yeah, let's do it. I really hope this works. Another blue moon rises. Wake up, sleepy boys. I need to test something. Okay, so I'm holding it. If we do this... Okay, it's being repaired, but it still looks like it's on fire. Maybe it has to repair all the way? Oh no, I just repaired it all the way and it's still burning. Does it work now? It doesn't work. Okay, last Hail Mary attempt. See if we can get that reinforced paper and get it going. If not, that was all a waste, which is quite sad. Because just to double check, I cannot put it into a smithing table. I can put it here, but putting that there doesn't do anything. Which means if I use my diamonds, so many, I can get 3 of these. Then what about if I just put it like that? No, that doesn't do anything. In here? Oh, okay. Just 1? Yeah, 1 will do it. So instead of having to use 3, I can just use 1 to repair it. And maybe this time now, because I have mending and unbreaking, that won't happen again, please? Okay, well, at least we figured it out. Get that put back on. Then let's make sure this still works. There we go. Look at that. Yep, that was worth it. Okay, now that we have that figured out, we can let the hunt for bees commence. And technically we only need 1 because we could always multiply. If we get 1 bee's nest, we can make a bunch of bees hives manually. Make sure I'm calling that the right thing. Yeah, bee nest we find, bee hive we can make. So yeah, just need 1, then we can breed the bees. And I'm already seeing a bee on my mini-map, so let's take a look. It says right up here. So does that mean there's a nest nearby? There's the bee. Do you have a nest in your maple taiga? There's more bees over here. There's a lot of bees. This is what I was talking about. There's bees all over the place, but I haven't seen a nest one time that I'm aware of anyway. Yeah, see, there's one there. I'm trying to follow them around, but they're not really going near anything that I can see. And I wonder if it has something to do with all the different types of biomes, kind of screwing with the bee-ness a bit. Well, maybe we'll try a bit further downriver, see if we find anything. There's a birch tree here, and I know they typically would be on birch or oak. So maybe we go through here and check in this side. These are larch? Doesn't sound like what I want. Oh, hey buddies, red wolf. I was gonna say, you don't look like a fox. Interesting. Also, looks like we have another village up here. Weeping Witch Forest. Ooh, looks a little dangerous, Weeping Witch Forest. Also very spooky. Does anybody have, Oh, no way, candles. Ha! That's what I was looking for. Well, the end game anyway. Witch Hazel bookshelves? I'll take a lantern, why not? Yes, you all owe me in taxes. What do we have here? Book and quill. Burn the witches. People of the Salem village, beware the witches. This is Salem? Okay, creepy. What's that noise? Ah! It's a witch! Burn it! Back up. No. Oh, no. Yeah, thanks for your help, everyone. Okay, well, I'm just gonna keep, basically taking anything that I want. There's another witch! This is unacceptable. I thought you burned them all already, not set them all on fire and then release them on me. Where's the rest of your chests? I don't mean to complain, but I thought I'd be able to collect better taxes than this. Okay, so basically garbage, is what you're telling me. Wonderful. Fantastic. Okay, yeah, I guess we're just, swiftly moving on. There is more birch over here. And once again, bees. And it's turning to night, so are you about to go to a nest? Because I'm just... Oh, there it is, right there. I see it. Okay, good. I was gonna say, I'm like surrounded by bees. Are there bees in there? Yep, I just saw a few go in. Okay, let us claim our prize. Oh, there's 5 bees in there. 6? Wow. Apparently more bees than normal can go in these now. And we've got Silk Touch. We should be able to take this without incident. Where'd it go? Come here, you. Got it. Bee's nest. Perfect. Now we just need to head home. I don't like the hue of everything around here. It makes me a little uneasy. Doesn't help that we're in Salem, in a witch village or woods or whatever's going on here. Let's sleep and let's head home. Oh boy, what's going on over there? I see your fancy man outfit over there. No, get out of the way. What are you? Are you? Okay, hold on. Can you give me that hat? Because oh, jeez. Where are my iron golems at, everybody? And he didn't drop anything. Great. Yeah, I want to get out of here. This village is not safe. Made it back to the boat. We should be good to go. And I got my bee's nest. And man, what did it say? It had, doesn't say on here, it had a lot more bees than it should be able to carry, which is actually really good news for us. Home sweet home. It's time to build our bee farm. Wait, what are those actually called? Apiary. It's an apiary. Just checked. Time to build our apiary. And going into free cam, I was looking around. I kind of initially thought back here behind the animal place, but that's a little bit too, I don't know, hidden back here. Like you wouldn't be able to see it very well. So then I was looking over here, and actually pretty much everything behind the farm is empty. So this spot right here, just next to storage, that seems pretty good. And I just noticed this. Oh boy. I was wondering why we weren't getting any iron golems up there by the villagers. Well, I guess we did. All right, feel free. Just, yeah, hang out there, buddy. Have fun. I'm going to start clearing a space right here so we can build an apiary. I could use my mining drill for this, but honestly, I don't think we're going to have to move too much, so not a big issue. I think this should be enough space once we finish this little bit right here. Oh, that was it for the shovel. And it looks like we have tons of flowers in storage, so that should not be an issue. I'm not seeing glass. That could be an issue. But also, we could try to level up the villagers, see if they would sell us glass. That is so just disturbing, that guy up there watching us. But I also didn't look. Is this going to be enough room? It's kind of an awkward shape. Well, I guess if we made something where it came to a corner here and then was kind of rounded on this side, that should give us enough room. Just enough room for flowers. I think along these two edges, we could have all of our bees' hives and nests and that sort of thing. And obviously, I think it makes all the sense in the world to use spruce, since we've now got an infinite amount of that, or nearly. Did I just clear this out recently? Where my spruce at? Oh, there you are. Okay. So mainly built out of spruce, but we are going to need glass. Will somebody sell me glass? That's the question. Could trade with our mending guy, try to level him up with bookshelves. Yeah, let's just see. Would you sell me? I think it might be the third trade, actually. Level you up to apprentice, skulk smite. Don't need that. Don't need books. Okay, that is definitely not what we wanted. Where's our other one? I thought two did bookshelves. Yeah, there you are. Silk touch. Let's try you. And again, great, wonderful, perfect. Yeah, you know what? I'm kind of done messing with villagers for a bit. And if it's any indication, those two just showed that they were... Oh, Mrs. Legion just joined. They were not going to be helpful. Which means we need sand. Lots of it. Why are there no close beaches? Is this the closest one down here? Oh, I think we've been there before. That's where that little beach house was. I forgot about that. Okay, if that's the case, if we need sand, we can bring our mine cart and just clear out that entire beach, basically. I just want to make sure it's empty right now. Yep, looks good. All right, let's go collect some sand. Gotta have glass walls on the apiary. Honestly, I don't know that we need to go all the way there. This might be enough. I don't need, like, an insane amount of glass. You know what? I don't feel like going all the way to that beach. Can my minecart run underwater? This is something that must be tested. Couple of these. Put that there. Try to give you an underwater push. Go on. Move forward. Oh, it's working. Look at that. Underwater mining drill. Hi-ho, silver. Away. Okay, I think that's it. Get the stuff on the edge we missed. If we end up needing glass for the haunted house, then yes, we might end up going to that beach anyway, but for now, I don't think we need, you know, stacks and stacks of it. There we go, not too shabby. Let's maybe do that one more time right here. There we go, right into there. That should be good right there. One more little bit on this side, and I think we'll be good. That should be plenty. We've got almost 2 stacks ourselves, and however much the mining drill picked up, I think that'll be good. Now that we're back, we'll take a quick look, see what we were able to pick up. Oh yeah, look at all that. In fact, for now, I think maybe we just do 2 stacks? 2 or 3? Yeah, let's do 3. Rest we'll put in storage, and this is where that auto smelter comes in handy, because that would take quite a while smelting up 3 stacks of sand into glass. So instead of doing that, we just go boop, give it a few seconds, and there it is. We've got some glass. Full stack. Easy. And I did notice we have chipped, which I think was how we were going to get those extra pumpkins, but also we can get some really cool looking glass if we wanted to. but I'm sure in order to do that, we need some kind of, yeah, this one probably glass blower. Ooh, that's kind of expensive. I mean, maybe now is the time to get a couple of these. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll look. I'll see if we have all this stuff. Because chipped is just like a lot of fun. You can make such cool looking stuff. Kind of like we did here. Not chipped, but different types of blocks. Twigs, create blocks, you know, just different things. So we've got our glass. If we do want to make it more interesting, log, brick, blast furnace, iron ingot. Do I have clay and bricks? I have clay. And actually, I need that for the botanist workbench too, because I need flower pots. So maybe we just do it all. Back to the smelter. Boop. Thank you. All right, now we should be able to make ourselves a blast furnace, extra crafting table, 1 bit of bricks, and that should be it. Glass blower. There we go. Seeing as we're here, need some flower pots. Couple other things. That gets us the botanist's workbench. We'll grab one of those. Hey, that was a couple quests too. Nice. Are they quests that earn me goodies? Ooh, shaped with care. Glass axe, crafted glass blower. Hey, that gets me glass. Great. And leaf it to the pros. Random reward and XP. Oxide daisies. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so that's just everything with chipped then. If we make each one, we get a quest checked off. So that's good to know. If we have time later, I do want to look through more of the quests. I think we hit that a little bit harder last time we were in this world. All right, let's go put these in the house over here, and we can take a look and see what our options are. I just remember absolutely loving chipped. Let's put one down over here. That's our botanist's workbench, and then we've got space right here for the glass blower. And if we just put some glass in there, why is it not showing me what I can do? Am I doing this wrong? What about the botanist's workbench? Why isn't it showing up? It's supposed to show up here. I was just looking things up online to try to see what the issue could be, and somebody mentioned they were able to make pretty much everything on the carpenter's table. My guess is we've actually got some kind of mod dependency issue going on right now. But just in case, let's move a couple of these. Put you down there. If I select... No, that doesn't work. Someone also said mason table. I'm basically just going through everything to make sure it's 100% a mod conflict of some kind, because we've got about 350 mods running right now, and I'm not about to go through and check each and every one of those. So if this doesn't work, we're just gonna go with the normal blocks. We could always come back if I figure it out and switch them out later. I see a sneaky Mrs. Legion go. Oh, she's going in to steal more of my stuff. Should have known. Let's grab a mason table, and I'm just putting it here for now. Anything? No, we definitely have the right ones. Which means it is probably a mod conflict that I am not going to resolve right now. Alright, so that turned out to be just a great big distraction, but at least now we can get started building this. Why don't we use a little bit of deep slate as well for this build? Because if we're not able to use chipped just yet, I think if we use a stone cutter, we can still get some decent stuff. Yeah, different looking things than normal, which I'm sure we can find. This is probably what I'm going to be using for the roof, actually, so not quite yet. I am going to work on sort of thinking through the frame of this and just what the shape is going to look like. And why don't we go ahead and time-lapse that, and then once we're, at least have something like a shape of what we're thinking, we can do detailing, and then move in the bees. See you in a few. The Celts believed that on the night before their new year, October 31st, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred, allowing spirits to pass through and sometimes cause mischief. During Samhain, people would light huge bonfires and wear costumes, often made of animal skins and heads, to ward off harmful spirits, or to disguise themselves from the ghosts believed to be roaming the earth. Alright, that's not looking too bad. Could always use probably a little bit more detailing, but... Oh, I love this thing. It's really helpful for getting up and down off of these. But anyway, yeah, we used the glass. I want to be able to see in from the outside. I'm still absolutely in love with this combo of doing like the pillars with stairs on the top and bottom and then trapdoors. I could always add them on the top here as well with buttons. I also forgot that I made some fence because that always looks nice for detailing if you just add it kind of in corners. Sticking off little bits, it just adds that extra little bit of detail. But with all of that added, I think it's time to start setting up the interior. And by the way, yeah, I went with a kind of unique shape. I don't typically build this way. It's a little bit, you can tell, like not even up here, but that's because I wanted the door on this side. But sometimes I like that, not having things entirely symmetrical and even. It just makes it, again, look a little bit more interesting. So for the interior, I don't know how many are going to fit, but let's say we're starting with 4. Because I'll need to make the hives anyway, the extra hives. We are going to need lots of trapdoors as well. And then for the interior, I was thinking we pretty much just line these back walls with them. Eventually, probably a lot more than 4, but we can start with that. And that would begin here and here, because if I'm not mistaken, we should then have the room... Well, actually, no, we wouldn't. We'd probably need 2 on either side, wouldn't we? Because I couldn't put a trapdoor here and here. But then again, I might not need to, because if we have campfires lining these back walls, I could put the beehive directly on top of that. Is that what I want, or do I want to put that higher? Yeah, you know what? I think I want them higher, not in the ground, and this is going to take forever, but it's the only silk touch thing that I have. Whoa, no, don't break my glider again. It did it that time. I just, anywhere near a fire or anything hot, you don't even have to double jump like you would normally have to open it. It just takes flight, and it freaks me out for a second. So anyway, if we do that... Oh, again, though, with these... I can start the trapdoors here, but for these, I would have to do something like that to keep bees from going in, and I guess I don't mind it. Could just be a kind of accent, I suppose. There we go. Almost like it was intended. And then hives here, we will want trapdoors going all the way along. More of these on the sides. Temporary blocks anywhere that we're not planning on having a hive just yet, which for now is everywhere except for 1. And eventually, all of these will be replaced with hives. Now we get all of our flowers, and I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit in here because I don't want it to be too uniform with one kind of flower. That is looking good. I think the bees are going to love this. There we go. Now, are we ready? There shouldn't be anywhere... Oh, I did it again. I can't even jump near these. Anyway, there shouldn't be anywhere that the bees can get themselves into the fire. We want to avoid that if possible. I don't think they can escape anywhere. It's all closed up, which means I think we are ready for our bee nest. Close this for a moment. Double check. Everything looks good. Yep. Let's put this right here. There's our first bee, and yeah, 5 bees still in there, so we've got 6 total. That is great news. And actually, look at this. We've already got some ready here, so if I... Excuse me, bee. They're all coming out now. Let's grab this. That is 3 right there, which means, very quickly, we can come out here. Should be able to do this with 3 honeycomb, and there is an oak beehive. I don't know that it makes a difference what type it is. Looks like there are variations, but I'm fine with that. We go back in, and hopefully quickly enough that this isn't going to have any bees come in. We can just replace this with that, and we now have room for more, which means whenever we get a chance, we want to breed the bees. So if anybody else would like to come out, there's only 1 out right now. Pretty please. Might have to wait till tomorrow. I think it's getting dark. That's probably why. Yeah. So actually, why don't I spend a few days in here? I'm just going to keep breeding the bees. We're going to, every chance we get those honeycomb out of it so we can make new beehives. I want to fill all of these rows because, like I said, I know I want a lot of candles and Mrs. Legion does as well, and it's just going to be so much easier if we can just come in here and go just get tons of honeycomb. I'll let you know once we filled it all up. Things are definitely looking much better over here now. The sun just set, so most of the bees are in here. Yeah, like, they're not all full. It's kind of weird. This one, the nest, has 9 bees in it, and I can't really get them to distribute a certain way, but most of them have at least 1 bee inside. That one's got 6, jeez. So, yeah, this is definitely moving along more quickly now, and anytime we need to, now we just come along with the shears and get as much of the honeycomb as we might want. And in case you were wondering about string, because that was the other thing we would need for candles, let's just double check that I'm right about that. Yeah, honeycomb and string, because we have create. Actually, it doesn't even, I don't think we even need create. You can just craft it wool right into string. I was going to say this, where you put it in the millstone, but you actually get less that way. Okay, so our sheep will provide all the string we might need, and I am pretty confident leaving this running for a bit now to fill out. Now, you might also notice I now have a diamond axe and shovel. That's because when I was doing this, just running back and forth, crafting new beehives, breeding the bees, all that sort of thing, I decided to make a toolsmith villager because I was getting sick of using the iron or stone shovels and axes. So we just put down our smithing table and leveled up this toolsmith enough to offer us a diamond axe with efficiency 2 and a diamond shovel. Same thing, efficiency 2. And we're feeling much better about all of that. I also used up all my iron selling it to that guy, so I did have to go back down to the mine and get a bunch more. So now we've got a stack and a half. And I was able to triple it in the millstone, so that was very nice. So, all that being said, I think we're probably to the point where we need to start on our haunted house. We're halfway through the video already. At least I am. I'm on day 50. So it's time to decide what we're going to do. And I think I mentioned before, I do have a few ideas. In a minute, we'll head over to where we're going to be building it so I can show you a few of those. But in short, I want to make an impressive looking entrance on the side of a mountain and then have sort of like a little tunnel cave type thing leading through the mountain. That way you could just ride a minecart through and, we'll put spooky things on the left and the right. Just make it as interesting as we can. Interactive haunted house, basically. Now, I do know what I want to do for the entrance of it, and it's going to take, unfortunately, probably once again, blocks that we don't have. It's got to be mainly white or gray blocks, which means, I guess we could use wool. We could make concrete. That should be simple enough. And actually, if we wanted it to be more of an off-white, don't I have... I've got a ton of diorite and limestone, but actually, I thought limestone would look a little bit different. It's also cobbled limestone, diorite... Would any of these have a variation that works? Oh, some of the diorite might. Yeah, that's usual. Limestone, not so much. That's not the color I'm looking for. I thought it was. Okay, so potentially diorite. We've got some calcite, but I'd probably need more. Diorite is what I have the most of. And then I guess if we go shear the sheep, we can get some wool as well. Yeah, I think this would work, actually. I don't know that we need to go and, try to make concrete or get bone blocks, for example. How much wool could we get over here? I think I used most of what I had to build those windmill type things for the automatic tree farm. About 30, not terrible. And then yes, we're probably going to use the mining drill to make the tunnel that goes through the haunted house. And I'm not going to get all the material we're going to need. I'm just going to bring what we need for the entrance for now. And we'll just go over and kind of take a look. We need to game plan because we are right here at the homestead. The place we're going to be building is pretty much directly east. So maybe we should make a pathway that leads straight there rather than having to take the water. And then actually we'd go past Mrs. Legion's house that she's building right here. And we don't want to do that. We want to be surprised. So yeah, why don't we... In fact, I could just use the mining drill and just make it a straight shot all the way across. Would we want to do that? Because, yeah, it's literally just like 380 blocks that way. I could dig straight through this entire mountain. The audacity. But you know what? I think we're going to do it. Let's get rid of this. Go big or go home. I don't think that's the right expression. We're not really going big. Be lazy or go home? Yeah, that sounds more accurate. Let's see here. Let's say we want to go right about there. Put this down. I might get more charcoal, and then yeah, let's just dig our way through a mountain. Why not? There you go, bit of an extra, yeah, that should be plenty. And push you to get you started, and dig my way to the haunted house, or, future haunted house area. Hopefully no spooky caves in here with, full of mobs that we have to deal with. But it also wouldn't surprise me. Oh, it looks like we're kind of emerging a little bit here. Yep, there we go. And we've got the Cherry Grove biome on the other side. I think I'm going to let this just continue to go so I have something just a straight line to run along. Because I could stop it now, but then I'd have to jump up onto a hill. I'd have to avoid trees. Why not just let this dig all the way through for me? That is pretty fun though. Look at this. We just bypassed all of that instead of having to go over every time. Just dig right underneath, because why not? This thing cannot be contained. It's going through mountains. It's going through hills, it's just chopping trees down where they stand and, well, leaving them to float in the air, I guess. It cannot be stopped. The Roman beast. I think we're getting kind of close to where we might want to dig our way out of the hole. Yeah, let's actually stop it right here. Oh my goodness, look at all of that. Alright. Don't know what it is, but I'll take it. Then let's go up here and just see where we're at. Because that was a rough marker that I put there, 125 blocks away. I'm not exactly sure where I want the entrance yet. Because, let's free cam one more time. If we look up, this actually isn't a bad spot. We dug through here, just walked up right there, and then right on top of this, there's this little, how would you describe it? Sort of the end of this mountain, because it runs from where we cut through all the way along here, and then it ends here. That could be the entrance right here. It does lead into a cave system. This is where I marked it over here because we saw this cave. But honestly, it might be easier if there's a little bit less of an opening, because we wouldn't have to cover it all up. So this, yeah, might not be a bad spot, just right here. Why don't I clear some of the trees on this top part, and then we can take a better look. Timber! Very good that we got the diamond axe. Getting a bunch of tasks done just for picking up saplings and things. That is looking a bit better. We still have some leaves to clear out. Those will go away naturally. But now I guess it's really just thinking, how big of an entrance do we need here? And then working on my design. Well, I say my design. Full disclosure, I'm going to be using a tutorial for this one because I want the entrance to look really nice. And as always, I will link that in the description. But all that being said, I will clear out the last few trees here, and then we'll time-lapse creating the entrance, and your job is to see if you can guess what we're making before it finishes. So let's get started. Let me know if you're able to figure it out before we finish. Here we go. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as a time to honor All Saints, known as All Saints' Day or All Hallows' Day. This may have been an attempt to incorporate or replace the Celtic festival of Samhain. The evening before All Hallows Day, October 31st, became known as All Hallows Eve, which eventually evolved into the word Halloween. The Halloween custom of going door to door can be linked to practices like people setting out food for their ancestors or spirits during Samhain. Or later in the Middle Ages, the poor would go house to house on All Souls Day, collecting soul cakes in exchange for promising to pray for the souls of the dead, a practice known as souling. And there you have it, we're just hanging out in a skeleton skull mouth. I agree, very strange phrasing, but that turned out great. And once again, just to remind you, that was a tutorial that I used, so I will link that in That was a tutorial that I used, so if you would like to make this same skull, I will put the link in the description. But very cool, I think that turned out great, and you probably guessed by now, but this is going to be the entrance right here. That's how you're going to get in, and it still needs a lot of work because we are going to have to put things behind the eyes and the nose and everything, so it's kind of, you know, probably like black concrete or even something glowing. We could use, you know, some of the stuff that's in here. That looks pretty cool. We'll figure that out. So lots of detailing to do, and I also thought it might be nice if we had like a tower on either side of this, just again to show it as more of a house, not just a skull on the side of a mountain. And then obviously we're also going to need some sort of staircase leading up to the mouth. So lots to do still, but I think this is an excellent start for the entrance anyway. Once you get inside, this is where we're going to have to decide how we're going to lead a tunnel through the caves. And I mean, I could probably use a lot of the stuff that's here naturally and just build it out more so that it leads through some spooky areas. But overall, I'm a big fan so far. And before we go and do any of that, it might be a good idea to check in with Mrs. Legion because I haven't showed her any of the new stuff that I set up at the main homestead. So we might want to just go check, make sure she has access to the villagers, the bees, anything she might need for her house. Mrs. Legion. Oh.
Yes?
Oh, just enjoying the sunset, are we?
Yeah, it's such a nice view from our homestead.
It is.
I haven't had a long day at all.
A bee. Oh, good. I think a bee escaped.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Speaking of bees, did you have something to show me?
Well, did you notice that there's a new structure over here?
I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard talk of it.
All of the whole Senate has been singing my praises about the new build.
I received correspondence about it.
Yeah. So this is the apiary.
Oh, I do like this. I like the kind of wood you used. It looks really nice. I don't want to get eaten by a bad person.
Well, no, actually, it's a good time now because the bees are all going to be inside there, so we won't let them out. We can go take a quick look in here.
Cool.
So that's all of the bees' nests and the beehives all set in here.
This is really, really cool. So what do I need to do if I need to get some honeycomb for my project?
So I'd say at night, if you want, you can come in here because then you just take shears, right-click all the way along here and get as much as you need. Any of the ones that are full, that is. During the day, I wouldn't try coming in here because the bees are rascally and they try to escape. So I can handle that and maybe just put it all into storage. And then if you want to grab the honeycomb that you need, you can just get it out of storage.
Yeah, because I'm gonna need like a bunch.
I think, let's see. No, that's not gonna work. Candle. Yeah, it's 1 to 1. So right now I just got 30 honeycomb, so that would be 30 candles.
Yeah, that's exactly the math that I was mathing for my project.
Oh, good.
Does my husband have extra string as well?
We can get string from wool. All you have to do is just put wool in your crafting grid. I was looking it up. It's actually cheaper to put it in your crafting grid than it is to use the millstone.
Right. That's excellent. So I can shear some of thine sheep.
Yep. So the sheep for string, I will put honeycomb in storage if you need it.
Yes.
And then you also needed villagers, right?
Yes, I'm in need of some bookshelves.
Okay, so let's go in here. I'll actually sleep once we get in here, and then I'll show you the villagers.
Oh, hello.
Oh yeah, spawning kitty cats in here too.
Hey,
if we have fish, we can try to tame it. There we go.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
I just stood here all night, but it's fine.
Just watched me sleep. That's a little bit creepy. Oh, there's a bee in here too.
Twilight.
Yeah, bees are somehow escaping. I don't know how they're doing that, but they're definitely escaping.
Hi guys.
Anyway, yeah, it's pretty full up here. Just, you kind of know how to work with villagers, so feel free. You've got stick boys up here. There's a few librarians with mending and efficiency, silk touch, unbreaking. And in case you need it, I did just make this guy right here, a toolsmith. He sells a diamond axe and diamond shovel.
Oh, okay. I'm mainly in need of a stick boy so I can get a bookshelf.
Well, Stick Boy would be to get emeralds, and then this guy standing right next to you sells bookshelves. So yeah, feel free to use everything. I've got a couple chests here with spruce logs, so you can turn those into sticks if you need to do some trades.
Oh, that was thoughtful. Thank you.
Yep, and then one more thing I'll show you if we go back down. Yeah, feel free to come in here, B. Hopefully the villagers don't have allergies. Come on down, and then close that. I'll close it. There we go.
Ooh, I'm throwing my things here. Goodness. Let's come over me.
So if you run out of sticks or logs up there, you can come over to the fence, the back fence on this side. There's a little exit right here, and then this is the tree farm. It's currently cutting down a tree. So all you have to do is look in these barrels. It'll continue moving. Wow, it's actually pretty full. I think I need to empty this. Oh. Yeah, I should probably actually turn that off soon because we have, it looks like 4 barrels full of spruce. Well, I think that was pretty much everything I wanted to show you, just all of the new stuff that I had set up, anything that you might need to use for your haunted house.
Yeah, I think... So is there honeycomb, like, in here?
I just put what I collected in there.
I'm gonna take some, not all. Now I'm trying to do math. It's not
There's some
well.
string in here, too.
Okay. I have stolen some honeycomb.
All right. When I come over here next, I'll just try to always be getting the honeycomb out of there, and I'll see about making some string too, just so we kind of have a steady supply incoming.
Alrighty. I could, yeah, or I could get at some sheep.
Mm-hmm. You should probably keep breeding them too. I haven't done that in a bit. I'm gonna grab some wheat and...
Okay. I just stole like a lot of wool from your sheep.
That's why they're there.
I think I Oop, I think I missed one. And once you're done with that, I actually, I could use some directions. I'm looking for some glow squids for my little project. I was wondering if you could direct me to the nearest lush cave.
Well, it doesn't have to be in a lush cave. It just has to be underground in water somewhere.
Can you tell me the absolute safest place to go for that is?
I'm actually not sure. We can take a quick look in my mine once I'm done with this and just see if anything pops out. You need glow squid ink?
I do. I have 3, without giving too much away. I have 3 signs, and I'd like the text to be lit up on all of them. So I'm not sure, I'm not sure if we discussed before the quantity that I would need per sign.
Just 1.
Just 1? Okay, so then I'm needing 3 squid, unless I'm a dummy. Unless I'm, like, misunderstanding.
Nope, I think that should be, that math checks out.
Well, I don't know if it's a kind of thing where, like, you get one, but then it's like, sucker, I'm not gonna drop anything. Or if it's just, like, only a chance you get something, I don't know.
Yeah, that could happen. So, I mean, once you find a place where they're spawning in, you just kind of hang out and they should be there for a good amount of time. I don't know that I've run into anything yet, and I also don't remember the Y level you need to get to before they start spawning in. Below Y level 30, it says, so that's
I was right.
Here. And, I mean, I wonder if we could just set up our own conditions where we just make a watery area and see if they spawn.
Yeah.
They have to be, it says they have to be complete darkness. Let's head down a bit further to... Well, actually, I'm looking at the mini-map. There's at least an axolotl, it looks like. What we might want to do is just go down, like, to deep slate level and see... Oh, wait. I see a glow squid on my mini-map. A little bit cheaty using the map to find them, but I'm okay with it.
I'm not, like, a biologist. I need maps.
Is that how it works? I more just meant, you know, typically you'd want to explore to find it on your own. The map is kind of a giveaway, but...
Time is of the essence in getting these projects done, husband.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Oh, look at that.
Deep Delver? I just got a quest completed.
I feel like I should also get the completion because I'm following you, but I feel like that's not how that works.
No, I don't think so.
I like that our hats aren't tall enough. Our hats are just flat.
Ooh.
I don't like that sound.
Well, I mean, it's just a cool looking area. Ooh, I just saw there's some glow squid ink just sitting here.
Sitting there?
Yeah, it's like a...
No spoofing?
Ah!
Are you serious? Oh god. Nope.
Hiya! Whoop.
Whoop. Am I gonna die? Okay.
No, we're good. I got him. But yeah, they're, I think they spawn here.
That's like
what
this is?
Well, this is water at a correct level, so they will spawn. There's also going to be a lot of mobs around here, but I just picked up... Look out, there's creepers and zombies, like, all over the place, but I just picked up 7 glow squid ink.
Where? Like, what does it look like if I'm just, like, looking at the ground?
I'm holding it in my hand right now. Look out, zombie chef.
Ooh.
If he drops his hat for you, I'm gonna be mad because I like how you're using a pickaxe for that. It's very efficient.
You know, I don't have a sword, so this is kind of... There we... Oh, do I get a hat?
Wonderful job.
Do I get a hat? No.
No, I don't think so. I do see a diamond, though, so I'm going to grab that. Thank you. There's a creeper here. So, yeah, very dangerous area that we're in, but it does look like it's a good spot for creeper.
Okay, so we just got attacked by Chef Boyardee. Can you show me... A, where did you go? And B, can you show me what it was you were holding in your hand? Because I got distracted by Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, right here. This is a glow squid ink.
Okay. Okay. So you just like literally found them on the ground? That's not fair.
Well, yeah, the glow squid will spawn in and then acts like if it's something like this where it's just a little bit of water, they'll end up getting out of the water and suffocating and then just dropping the...
That's kind of dark. I'm sorry.
This is a weird like underground argillite grass block. That's weird.
Yeah, I've never seen this, like whatever this is going on above us.
Oh, you use
hanging vines? I don't know what these are.
Well, this is a new biome. This is part of the mod pack.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
Okay. Let's run out so it gives them a chance to spawn, and then we'll come back and see if there are any waiting for us. How did we get in here? Oh, right here.
Back down by where those Chef Boyardee guys were. Don't come at my husband! Stay away! Back off!
Yeah, protect your mans.
Sorry, that got aggressive.
Yeah.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Alright, let's go in here. Run away, give them a chance to spawn.
Where'd you go? Oh, this way?
I'm actually going to run out there and remove some of the torches close to the water, because, yeah, they do need complete darkness. It should be good.
I heard...
Oh, there's one. See it? The glow squid?
Oh, okay, so do I go at it with a pickaxe? What do I do?
I mean, I would say an axe or a sword or pretty much anything except for a pickaxe would be a better choice.
I literally... Okay. Because I don't have a sword. I'm trying to swim super fast.
Oh, there it goes.
Where?
Down that way. Behind you.
Which behind me? I got 3!
There you go. So, you good? Is that all you needed?
I'm more than happy to leave this horrid place.
Alright.
Thank you.
And like I said, I got 7. I don't necessarily need them. I'll put them in storage, so if we end up needing more, we've got a bit more.
I mean, theoretically, I should just need 3. But yeah, who knows? Who knows where the spirit will take me. I'm gonna start having to get back into like Pilates or something. It's a lot of stairs.
Yeah.
Getting a little winded.
Get those squats going.
Ooh, wow,
Alright, there
awesome.
you go. I'm going to clear out my inventory of all that stuff I just picked up, but are you just gonna head and use your glow squid ink and get back to working on the house?
Yeah, I'm gonna head back there for a bit. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you. Gotta go find my boat.
Oh, don't go through the new tunnel that's over there because that leads to my haunted house.
Okay, I was just gonna like, can I just jump?
No, this way. I mean, like behind the house. There's a new secret tunnel that leads to my haunted house.
No, I was just gonna go over here, get this boat.
All right, have fun.
All right, bye-bye.
If you notice the shaders look a little bit different from now based on like 5 seconds ago, that's because I just updated the mod pack, something I probably should have done before I even started this video. And I did that for a couple of reasons. So now we are on the latest version, and one of the reasons was that issue we were running into with chipped. I think now that it's updated, we should be good. There we go, look at that, we fixed it. So now we have access to lots of fun and interesting looking glass types. So why don't we make this oak large diamond glass, we'll craft that, and then we'll put a bit of that in the apiary since that's what I intended to do when we couldn't do it earlier. And then I will mention the other reason that we updated. Let's break that, put that there. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I don't want to let bees out, but let's see if we can just quickly do this. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, that just looks so much more interesting. I love that. Oh, I might have let a bee out. Oops, okay. That's fine, there's tons in there. But anyway, the other reason that I wanted to update. I was looking through some comments on other videos today, and I saw somebody comment on the 100 Days Transforming a Village to a Roman Fort video. I got a comment from Dr. Bob Media that said they were playing on their Homestead world and they found my plushie. My plushie? Because I remember if we go in here, Squishy Friends, yeah, there were like plushies we could find. And if we go into the perfect Homestead plushie list here and take a look... What? Legion V? Look at that! There's a Legion V plushie. That is so cool. Unfortunately, not something we could craft. It's something we would have to find as chest loot, but that is definitely something to look out for. But look at that, that's so cool. We've got a Legion V plushie in the Homestead mod pack. Very exciting. So that's the other reason I wanted to update, because I didn't see that in the old pack, so I figured it must be in the new one. Definitely something to keep an eye out for when we're looting any of the chests. So, those were the couple reasons that I updated. Again, sorry if it's a little bit thrown off that the shaders look a bit different now. When I updated the pack, I had to redo all of my settings and just kind of try to tweak it as well as I could to kind of what it looked like before. But anyway, now that we have that taken care of, we do need to head back to the haunted house to get more of a start on the interior. I actually need to finish the exterior too. I haven't done that. And looking at what I have... Oh, also, I've been holding on to this forever, and I never figured out what it was. Dust bun. Yes, I'm getting distracted. Interact to break open. So if I... Whoa, okay, I just broke open, but what does that mean? What does it do? Oh, it's giving me sticks. Okay, weird. So not that exciting. We're going to put those away. If we remember, we'll use the Minomite, but again, not the reason we're here. We're looking at what do we want to use to build. And I think a lot will be cobbled deep slate, so I'm going to bring basically a whole inventory worth of that with me. And currently, I'm not really sure what else. So for now, I think I'll just bring this backpack full of stuff, and we'll see what we can do to get started on the haunted house interior and finishing up the exterior. While we're running there, I was just talking to Mrs. Legion about the haunted houses, and I mentioned to her, like, how, when we say haunted house, is that literal? Because I didn't really think about the fact that ours isn't really going to be a house, more of a haunted experience or ride, but I think that's fine. Oh, hey buddy, didn't see you there. No. We're all friends here, right? I hit all my friends with axes. We're not really ready for you yet. I will have a purpose for you in the haunted house eventually, but not quite yet. Okay, so I suppose first off, we need to get basically everything in here covered, because I don't want to be able to see the cave through the skull's eyes. So I think what we'll do is just fill in this back area with deep slate tile, since that's a pretty dark block. And then see if we need more. That's a bit better. If you watched the last Just Create episode, we were doing something kind of similar to this with the giant jack-o'-lantern that we built. And I'm wondering if we did something like this. How do we feel about that? Little cross-eyed a little bit. Kind of depends on where you're looking. I don't know that I want it to have eyes or if they should just look like empty. But it does look kind of nice. Yeah, I think I'll leave that. There we go. I think that looks a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to just say we're happy with that for now. I might come back out and do a little bit more, but we really need to get started on the interior because I have done nothing. Which is probably a good time to tell you my plan, or at least part of it, because it's not fully worked out for me yet. But essentially, I already mentioned it's going to be more like a little bit of a ride. Like you're going to use a minecart, you're going to be able to ride through a couple different areas. And what I'd like to do is as you move through, there's going to be a few different themes. And I'm debating how much of this to tell you or if you should just be surprised at the end, but I don't know if that's possible, because if that was the case, then basically the next 30 days or so while I'm building it, you wouldn't be able to see anything, and that's just, you know, we'd basically be ending the video now, so I don't think we can manage that. Maybe I'll just do brief descriptions and then you'll see the full thing at the end, but either way, you're going to be moving through different areas. Like I thought, wouldn't it be cool if we had a haunted library you could go through? Maybe one section looks a little bit like the Nether, because that is the scariest place. I thought we could do like a mob jail or asylum or something where we actually capture different kinds of mobs and have them behind bars. And because it probably would have to be circular so the minecart could come back around to the entrance, we would have it come out somewhere and it would go through that forest out there, and we could decorate it a bit more like a pumpkin patch or, you know, maybe scarecrows or something like that, just make it more spooky. So that was the idea. And because of that, I'm going to need, you know, probably at least a few in-game days to work out what that path is going to be. Like, do we want it to go through the natural cave, or are we going to use the mining cart to dig some, or the mining drill to dig some of this out, which I think we will do. And that's going to take some time. So I think we'll either time-lapse or montage that somehow, because I'm not even sure what we're doing here. But that generally is my plan. So with all that being said, let's get to work shaping out what the area is going to look like inside of the cave, where it's going to exit, and how we're going to bring it all the way back around. Let's do it. Carving lanterns originated in Ireland, but they were initially made out of turnips, or sometimes potatoes or beets. They were carved with scary faces and lit with candles to ward off evil spirits. When the tradition came to America with Irish immigrants, the readily available pumpkin became the popular choice. Let's take a look at what I've done so far, and then I am going to have to head back because I need some more materials that I didn't bring. So as you enter through the skull's mouth, you will be essentially just in a cave. Like, you know, what is this? Why am I just going into a cave? But then, you start descending. what could be down here? This is the first room in our little attraction. Obviously not done yet, but we've got it kind of shaped out. This will be the size of it. Some parts I left natural, like this up here. I was digging, I saw that there was a cave there with some of the lights. It looked kind of nice, so we just put glass over it. Almost like, I don't know, maybe like it's broken down over time, and instead of filling it in with the original stone here, they just filled it with glass. I don't know, I just like the idea of being able to see up there. Now, we're gonna have to spend time with the villagers because I need lots of bookshelves so we can make this actually a haunted library. And it's also where the candles come in, because we made those bees for a reason. I need tons of candles, and they're going to be in here. I think, because I had thought about doing some stuff with Create, maybe like moving candles or something like that, but I'm going to do that last. I want to make sure I can get the whole ride done, and then if we come back afterwards and think about like, oh, you know, ooh, spooky haunted candle that moves around, that can be something at the end if we have time. So let's go back. We need bookshelves. I thought some like red carpet would look nice down here, so we'll get some carpet laid down. I need spooky stuff, so things like the candelabras. We'll get chains to hang from the ceilings, maybe different kinds of lanterns that look a little bit spooky, cobwebs, all that sort of thing. Back home we go. Okay, let's see what we can afford with the emeralds that I have on hand. Oh, you guys got yourself a golem up here too, huh? How fancy. You are my bookshelf guy. Still kind of expensive, but we'll do what we can. Ooh, I'm gonna be at this for a while. So much so that I probably might even craft some on my own too. Oh boy, wow, it's a mess up here. Bees, golems, villagers. But yeah, it's gonna take me a bit. I will let you know once we've got what we need. I think we might be good for now, but also these guys leveled up. Which ones did I just level up? There we go. And now we're selling glass at least, so we've got that. I think both of them. Yeah, both of them are selling glass, so we have that as an option if we need it. We have over 2 stacks of bookshelves. I think that'll be all right. I went and collected wool and honeycomb as well as pumpkins. And because Chipped is working now, I should be able to go to the botanist workbench, do pumpkin. We can get interesting looking pumpkins. That's kind of fun. Ooh, a nether pumpkin. Why don't we split these up? We can do 8 of these nether pumpkins. That's kind of cool. And then make ourselves some jack-o'-lanterns. And then if we take a look at that, or carved pumpkin, I should have said. Got some cooler looking ones. Look at those. Ooh, creepy. That is creepy. Devious. I wonder if it also works if we did make them jack-o'-lanterns. Let's try. Yep, it does. Okay, good. Ooh, nether jack-o'-lantern. And purple and jack-o'-lantern. Alright, we're gonna have to do... If we split them all up like this, then I can do each one different kind, just so it's not too samey. Devious. There we go. So now we've got some interesting pumpkins to use. We want to get string out of the wool. We can then turn the honeycomb into, well, honeycomb and string into candles. We can use a bunch of this to get a ton of carpet. And then I think if you just put dye in the middle and surround it with carpet, yeah, you could change it to red. Okay. And finally, how do I make that into a candelabra? Oh, just iron nuggets. That's not bad. And actually, I need iron nuggets anyway, so let's make a bunch of these. Candelabra. I can make 13 with that. Ooh. Wicked. Oh, Mrs. Legion would love that. Even though I'm 100% certain it has nothing to do with the movie or the musical. Still, she would love it. Why don't we do 16 total? That way we've got 7 candles left over. I still want to use some, just regular candles. And then we wanted some of the nuggets so we could get chains. Ooh, you could do different kinds of chains too. Look at that. Copper chains. Well, let's do some regular ones. Oh, they're so expensive. I hate that. I absolutely hate how expensive chains are. So yeah, we're going to be doing a lot with copper then. I assume it's the same? Yeah, copper nugget like that. Do that. Chains. Yeah, there we go. And then also, we wanted to look at lanterns. And there's other stuff too, like burning coal lantern. Tinkering table? What is a tinkering table? Is it? Oh, it's another chipped thing. Okay. That's just for... Wow, you could... Okay, it's just for lanterns. Oh, cool. Ooh, another expensive one. Let's see if I can make this. It looks like I'll be able to. I've got enough for TNT. I've got all those other things. Just need a few slabs. And with that, we can do a tinkering table. Nice. Then we just need some lanterns. Starting to run out of space to put these things. You are going to have to go. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I like that. Use some more of our iron to make nuggets. Use that to do torches. So expensive. What about torch? No, torch wouldn't work here. But I can do this. Ooh. Paper lantern, big lantern, yellow tube. That looks kind of nice. Burning coal. That looks nice and, you know, dark and spooky. So I think out of all of them, or maybe wrought iron. What do we think? Burning coal, wrought iron, maybe half and half. Ooh, or even iron bowl. Look at that. Let's do maybe 5 of the wrought iron, 2 of the iron bowl, and 3 of the burning coal. That should be good. Okay. We've got lots of stuff now that we can use. Let's head back over and start decorating. Oh, and by the way, I did also use chips to get some cracked flat basalt tiles because I thought that looked nice, and some reinforced spruce log, so we can use that and just add on to what we've already done over there. Alrighty, so now that we're back in here, I think I wanted the red carpet along the edges here. There we go. Nice little pop of color. Then we'll use the copper chains to probably... Well, first of all, these wrought iron lanterns, can they just go on a wall? They can. Oh, that looks really good. So maybe we'll just do that. But I do still want chains kind of just hanging here and there. Something spooky about a chain. Probably reminiscent of Jacob Marley coming at you with all his chains. Anyway, though, I need to remove one more layer here so we can do sort of recessed bookshelves. And then also we had this reinforced spruce so that we could do that and that. Put one in here and here. Just adds a nice little extra level of detail. Like it. Alright, so I'm going to get the bookshelves in, and then we'll bring you back in. We're not quite done yet, but it's looking a lot better now. We got some of the bookshelves in, and I just tried to separate it a little bit with some more, what would you call this, like recessed little areas into the wall. These are great. Spruce pillar trim. I remembered because I just removed an oak corner trim somewhere back at the Homestead. So I looked these up, and really easy to make, just 3 spruce planks. And I love that there's more geometry to them than usual blocks, obviously, so I think they just add a lot to the little separations that I put in there. But like I said, we're not done. I need to find things to put in here, which is probably going to be like shelving with some of the candles. I think that'll be a good place for it. And then we also need to get more of the lantern types, because this, obviously, we don't want to have throughout. So maybe somewhere around the middle. Wait, I've got to do it. Anytime I'm holding the lantern like this. We look like the old graveyard keeper. Alright, sorry about that. Anyway, we'll do one here. Just don't want any of this junk. We still have to figure out what our exit is going to look like. And also, give me those. So yeah, we'll figure out the exit last. For now, I think I need to figure out shelves. We need to get our candles put in. I realized I forgot cobwebs, so I need to go back and get cobwebs. Maybe 1 or 2 pumpkins in here. I also forgot the campfire, so yeah, things are moving along, but I'm going to be running back and forth a lot because I keep forgetting things. And the one that I just mentioned about the campfires was actually for outside. I had intended to have smoke rising beside the skull just to make it look a little bit more imposing. So maybe hidden in little spots here, we just put a campfire. Another one back there. There we go. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! That brought me up so high. Jeez. That would be kind of cool if we didn't want to run back and forth here in the base. I could just set campfires all throughout and just use the glider to run all the way there. Probably take a lot out of the durability though, so maybe not. Either way, if we take a look at that now. Oh, hey buddy. Got a little bit of smoke coming out around the skull. That looks better. And then I'm going to continue to use these in, different areas in here. But anyway, that's me getting distracted again. What did I say I forgot that I needed to go get at the base? Cobwebs. So yeah, I'm going to go grab some of that stuff. We'll finish up with some of the shelves and the candles. And then, I think for the most part, the haunted library should be done. It just needs to look more spooky now. It just kind of looks like a library so far. So, I will let you know once we've got all that stuff and we're ready to go. Alright, we got some of the cobwebs in. I did put some rhyolite stairs. I just thought they looked nice, kind of contrasting to the spruce color. And then we got these spruce shelves. Kind of cool too. You can actually, they act as an inventory, so you can take something and then, like if you just put a stick, for example, in there, it'll actually display what you put on the shelf up on top of it. Kind of neat, but what I wanted to do was get these candelabras out. Oh, that looks nice. Just kind of spread them around the area a little bit. And then I'm really hoping I can light these. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to. If we do that and then light it. Oh, perfect. That looks great. Definitely not a fire hazard. Not at all. Get all these lit up. That's going to help with the issue of darkness in here. Some areas of this, like as you go further into the ride or the house, whatever we're calling it, will probably be pretty dark. But this entrance part, I don't think it makes sense because I do want all of these different kinds of candles and things. Probably throw some cobwebs in there as well. And then aside from potentially doing some moving elements eventually, I think I might be happy with how this looks. And also, we do need to move on because I've got a lot left to build still. I also just got an idea about what we could do for this wall. The the exit. What if we had something that looked like this was also a bookcase at the end, but it had moved? Like if we could have it on an angle, I might be able to use Create to glue it together and then put it at an angle so you can come through it, but it looks like it was a swinging bookcase, like a secret room was behind it. Will I be able to figure that out? Nobody knows. Because I think if we got a valve handle, let's ponder that really quick. I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay, we would need a mechanical bearing as well, but I mean, I don't see any reason why this wouldn't work. We'll have to get up there. That will be where a mechanical bearing would need to go, which means we want to cover it up like that. We can have... Well, no, wait a minute. No, yeah, this should still work. Okay, hold on. I need to do some gluing, and I need to figure out if I don't think I'm going to have the things that I need. Yeah, I'm going to have to run back again. I'll run there, I'll get the stuff I need, we'll come back, we'll see if we can glue together a bookcase, and then I'm going to see if I can rotate it so it looks like it's just kind of, you know, opened up out of the way. Secret room. Okay, we got our stuff, and I think what we want to do is have a mechanical bearing up here on this corner, obviously not that way, with a copper valve handle on top. I think that's what we're looking for. And then we'll say only place when anchor destroyed. I think that's what we want. Now we get our bookshelves and we just put them all here. Very innocent, definitely not a secret door. Get this whole thing glued together. And then am I right in thinking if we were to hit the valve? Whoa, okay, now I'm stuck in here. It worked, but get a little bit more room. Try that one more time, hit that. There we go, look at that. I'll have to clean up the walls, but very cool. And then we could probably just have this turn and go this direction, because I think if we turn it any more than that, it would just be like 90 degrees, right? Yeah, and we don't want that. I could have just built it looking like that. So we want it right there. I'll have to do some cleanup in there just so you can't see all of the dirty walls. Stinky, dirty stone and clay. Yuck. Then we'll have our path turn to the right, and we'll figure out what room we're making next. Okay, now hear me out, citizen. I know we were supposed to move on to the next part and start on the next room, but I just really wanted to see if I can get this moving candelabra thing to work. And look at this. We did. It's going around the room. Ooh, spooky. I'm a little bit upset about how visible the glass panes are there. It's obvious that there's something there, but I'm about to cover this part up. All it is we've got a bunch of rail down here, powered rail every once in a while to keep it going. And you'll see that's just a minecart contraption down there, and it's all glued together, just a couple pieces of glass pane, candelabra on top. Unfortunately, it can't be lit once it becomes a contraption. It just isn't a lit candle anymore. But I'm happy with how it turned out. Because it's a contraption, it can go through blocks. You saw it just go through those, so we should be able to cover all of this without any incident. We're about to find out as it goes by. Yeah, it goes through that and no problems. So I wanted to let you know we did that. I'm happy that it actually works and we didn't run into any issues really. And now we can get started with the next room. So I'm gonna go clear out a large space. I think I'm gonna do like a hostile mob jail or asylum next. So what we have to do is decorate this a little bit, but then dig out in this direction. Then we'll build a very large, or we'll dig out a very large area, and we can start decorating. So once again, I'm going to get to that, and we'll let you know once we're ready to start building the room itself. Off we go. I'm running out of my historical Halloween facts, and we still have a couple cinematics left. So how about just some regular old fun facts instead? Here's one to start with. When candy corn was first invented in the late 1800s, it was originally called chicken feed to appeal to America's agricultural roots, before being renamed candy corn after World War I. We're just about done expanding this room. I think I've got a pretty decent size. So once we finish this spot right here, and by the way, I've been finding tons of iron, so not too mad about that. Ooh. That opens up right there. We stopped right at the correct spot. But anyway, yeah, this room is larger, and that's because I kind of want the track to wind around this one, so not just going straight through, but we might go like, you know, left, look at something over here, turn back around, come back this way, go that way, so kind of zigzag through the room, and it just, again, gives us more space to decorate. I also picked up a ton. Like, I've got everything here. Yeah, my backpack pretty much full. The minecart contraption is absolutely full, so yeah, I think it's time to head back. We'll unload the inventory, we'll get new stuff to build in here, because I think I might switch from spruce and deep slate to more of like a stone brick look. That gives me more the vibe of like a prison or an asylum or something like that. We'll also need to probably get iron bars, which lucky that we found so much iron while we were doing this, because we're gonna need it. We need it for the lanterns. the chains, the bars. Oh, you can do chipped on these too. Oh, that'll be neat. Those could be worse. 6 for 16. Not terrible, I suppose. But yeah, you get the idea. We're going to do another inventory reset, then we're going to get started on this room. We are all cleaned up. I did get some iron bars. I started with 2 stacks. And it says you can use a tinkering table. There we go. Ooh, nice. What would we want to do? Because I like the intricate looking ones, but they're just to, you know, house some mobs. Do they really need that? I kind of like these linked iron bars. Try some of those. Maybe some of the bolted. Some regular old loose. And supported. Well, sturdy, supported. Do sturdy. Okay, so we've got some different types. We'll see what we like when we're there. Just need to grab a ton of stone. And then same thing. Do we want to do stone brick? Like regular out of the stone cutter, or do we want to try the, is this it? No, carpenter's table, mason table. Because there's a lot of options on the mason table, and something like that is kind of what I had in mind, or that. Actually, might be between those two for floor, ceiling, and walls. Because it's either that or, yeah, just regular old stone. So, no, I don't think so. I like the tiny stone brick. I like flat stone tile. Is there any that's like cracked to make it look broken down a bit? There we go. Cracked, disordered stone brick. Bingo. I think a combo of those will work. Alright, let's head back and build. Here's another fun fact for you. The current world record for the heaviest giant pumpkin is 2,819.3 pounds, or about 1,278.8 kilograms. It was grown in the United Kingdom by Stuart and Ian Payton in 2025. And to put that into perspective, a small car can weigh around 2,600 pounds. So yeah, this pumpkin was apparently heavier than a small car. Wow. Things are really starting to come along in here. Hopefully you saw a time lapse just there, because I didn't really think. I just got into one of those zones where I just went quiet and just basically created a room from nothing. Well, not from nothing, you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out these cages, I guess we're gonna call them. And I wanted them to be like this, but like raised up, I mean. But now I'm wondering, if you're coming through on a minecart, you'll be able to see things in there, right? I would think so. We could always raise it up too. We can make it like 1 block higher as you're going through here if we need to. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. And I think I'll use a different type of bar on each one of these. So I just used the linked iron. Let's try the loose iron bars. There we go. That's not bad. Very medieval. There's the sturdy iron. Not too shabby. And we'll do the bolted iron on this one. And by the way, while I was working on some of this, Mrs. Legion asked me if I knew where cactus was. And that makes me think we both have the same idea. I'm imagining she wants cactus to get green dye. Because if you look, you can actually craft a zombie head out of a jack-o'-lantern, rotten flesh, and green dye. I was thinking about doing that too. In fact, I think I might have some mob heads back at the base, but I was going to put some in this room actually. Kind of mounted on the walls or hanging from chains just to make it extra spooky and creepy. And I didn't really think about this. It's going to be a pain to get mobs in here. But that's a worry for another day. For now, I'm thinking we come in, maybe we go around this way. Around the corner, you're looking at this one. Maybe it comes through this way. Looking through these, wrap around again. Maybe it comes around here, and then we either go out that way or this way, or I haven't quite decided. But either way, that is the bare bones of our second room. So once again, we begin with the haunted library. Once you're done with that, you come on through to the asylum. We just need to get mobs in here, and we need to replace these torches with something spookier. And I want this room to be kind of dark. Maybe if I can make more of these bowl lantern things. Iron bowl. Because I think these looked really cool. Yeah, like braziers in the middle lit like that would be really nice. And then, do candles sit on top of these? No, you can't put them on stairs. Maybe just in the corners we have a single candle, so it's lit, but it's still pretty dark, like that. Because like I said, I want this room to be kind of dark and spooky. I just don't really want mobs spawning when we're not around, and I don't know if there's enough light to stop that from happening. Now that I've taken some of those out, replaced them with candles, that is much more like atmospheric. Just the light level in here now, that looks great. So remind me, we need 2 more iron bowl lanterns, and we're just hoping there's enough light in here to stop mob spawns, but I guess we'll find out when we come back, because I do need to go sort of refresh what I have in my inventory. So lanterns. We'll see if we can get some mob heads to decorate. We need to get more chains and things like that. Actually, yeah, I've still got some cobwebs. I've got some chains on me. So let's do that while we're here. Cobwebs in the corner, just kind of sitting around at the ceiling. There's our cobwebs. Now, a bit of copper chain wouldn't be amiss. And then actually, since we've got extra of the bars, I'm wondering, how would that look just in random places on the wall? Just to add a bit more complexity, a bit more detail. I think it works. There you go. I think that looks very nice. Look at that. And we're not even done yet. We need to get some mobs. Oh, and that was the other thing. I need name tags. So we'll do some villager trades. I need to level up the librarians a bit more because I think they're getting close to being able to sell name tags. We'll get those. And then I don't have any specific plans for mobs. We'll just try to get 1 or 2 in each of these. And it could be, I mean, as far as I care, it could just all be zombies. I'm fine with that. Probably don't want creepers in here. All right, let's head back and get some more stuff to decorate and hope this place isn't crawling with mobs when we get back. Unless they're ones that we want to trap. Then I suppose it'll be okay. Oh, I keep getting scared by this, by the way. Every time I come in and I see movement, I go, ooh. So it's working. Scaring myself. Yes, I agree. Anyway, this guy's leveled up. He's got name tags. We need at least 4, but can I get more than that with what I have? Maybe 6. Plus, I think I might have some already. That should be enough, though. All right, we got that. I did. I had 2 in here. So we've got our name tags. The other thing that we wanted was those mob heads. And I was just looking around on the map because if you remember, Mrs. Legion was asking about green dye. We both need that for zombie heads at least. And it just so happens if we zoom all the way out, remember we came over this direction to find villagers before, and I explored just a bit beyond that before we turned around home. Look at what I see right over here. Saguaro. Oh wow, I'm butchering that. Saguaro Desert? So if we head all the way over here, I'm seeing green. I'm hoping that's cactus. We could probably just collect a bunch, and then we'll be nice. We can share with Mrs. Legion. So I've got a big boat ride to take all the way over here. Once we're there, I'll bring you back in. We can collect what we need for mob heads and finish up our asylum, or prison, which does include capturing mobs. That's going to be a lot of fun. But then I think we move on to the last couple steps. I want to make an exit to our mountain portion of the haunted house. Then it has to wrap back around to the entrance. We're getting there. We're getting there. Looks like we are approaching our destination. What is that right there? Ooh, and I see tons of cactus, so we're good there, but now I'm curious. What is this? We don't have time for exploring, by the way. I am, like, cutting it really close, trying to finish what we have already, but, I mean, I've got to check this out, right? Nope. No, thank you. I think I've seen these before, actually. This just leads to a mine shaft, I'm pretty sure, but we're not here for that. We are here for cactus. Hello, beautiful. I love how they're actually, like, huge cacti. Does it work the same as trees? If I do this, will you... No, I actually have to go and... Oh, it's different. Saguaro cactus. Well, does it still... Uses. Yeah, okay. I can still turn it into green dye. Good. And we can actually get more by milling it. Okay, good to know. Let's get a ton, just so I don't have to come all this way again. Oh, weird. That one actually fell over like a tree. Why? What was the difference? Oh, that was a regular cactus. Okay. And I guess we don't need, like, infinite amount of this because I could just grow more cactus back at the base now. So I think we should be good. I've got 7 cactus and over a stack of the Saguaro type, so yeah, we'll be able to grow it. Anything else in the immediate area that we would need? I don't think so. Ow. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, let's head back. Okay, so before I forget, let's plant some of this over here where it's kind of out of the way. I think I can do it in that sort of configuration. Yeah, there we go. Can I plant this kind? Yeah, I don't know if it'll grow though. We'll find out. And the rest, I believe, if we throw in here, let's just check with 6 first. If I do that, oh yeah, there we go. So 6 turned into 13. Not too bad. Get ourselves a bit more. Boop. Look at it go. Perfect. 45. Okay. Now, how much rotten flesh do we have? I also need to gather some of these pumpkins, because I remember we had a good amount. Ooh, only 9, but you could also turn it into leather, and I think we did that with most of ours last video. So, I'll only be able to do 2 right now. That's alright. We could always get more later. So let's do this. Get 2 of those. Turn them into jack-o'-lanterns. And then... we have enough to make 2 zombie heads. Look at that. That's a really cool addition, being able to craft them. So we'll come back for more if we get more rotten flesh, which I have a feeling we will, because we're going to have to try to collect zombies now. And probably most of them won't come willingly. Oh yeah, we have to actually put names on the name tags. And this is going to be for anything that we're keeping in those cages. What would be an appropriate name? Let's see here. That seems right to me. Unpaid intern? I think that, like, you know, the people that would work in a haunted house. Yep, that works. Okay. back to the haunted house to put up our mob heads and capture some willing volunteers. Alrighty, so, ooh, yep, okay. So it's already, we can tell it's too dark in there. We are having things spawn, but maybe that's not a bad thing. This might be an opportunity to catch some of them. I just don't want creepers. Whoa, is there an invisible skeleton? What is going on? Oh, he's behind there. Okay, hold on. We're not, no. We're supposed to be doing this on my terms. I did get myself a bow. Let's grab that really quick. So I thought it might come in handy. Where'd he go? Yeah, this is on my terms, so we're not gonna do it just whenever you're ready, skeleton. Oh, there you are. See, I knew there was two. It's got an enchanted one. That is doing so much damage. And there's one behind the secret door here, and he can shoot through it. I hate that. Okay, there we go. Now, I think there's some creepers in here I can see on the mini-map. Yeah, we also don't need that. I wasn't planning on capturing any of them because that just seems irresponsible. Okay, so anyway, what I had forgot is that we'll actually need a way out. So we need to lure one or two in here and then close both before they can get out. This is actually going to be kind of difficult. And then for now, I don't know where I want the zombie heads. I think just at the entrance. Maybe I can put them here, like they're looking at you as you come in. That kind of thing. Nah, it looks kind of silly if they're floating. Let's just put them up here and one over here. There we go. Little extra detail. I do want more of those though. Anyway, we'll open up the other ones, then we'll actually be ready and spawn in some mobs. I am tempted to keep this light level just so there might be mobs as you come through, but I'm a little bit worried about creepers being here, and then as you're coming through in the minecart, they explode and destroy all my hard work, so probably not. I'll have to come up with a different idea to increase the light level a little bit. In the meantime, this works for us. I'm going to walk away. We're going to keep our name tags, and then my idea is we'll just go in one of these. As they follow us in, we'll try to keep them here, close this one off, walk out, close that off. Then we can name tag them and replace the bars and everything there. Sounds like a simple plan. It's not going to be so... Oh, jeez. Oh, every time with this candle. Okay, let's get some mobs. Okay, looking at the minimap, I think we have a zombie in there. First customer? Hey buddy. Yeah, you're stuck in the cobweb there. In your own time. Just, you know, if you want to... No, what are you doing? Why do you keep going back into the... Can you go that way, please? Why do you want to keep getting stuck in the... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now let's see if this is going to work how I expect. You come in here, follow me. I block that part and this part. No, they can... Oh, I didn't know it was that... Okay, let's try that again. This. Nope, didn't work. Try it again. Come on in here. I go around. You stay in. There we go. We got one. You are my first unpaid intern. Hooray. Okay, now we're going to have to be kind of quick with this. Well, actually, wait. I can put you here. Then you shouldn't be able to get out. You here. Get rid of that. Put you back down. There we go. Now we just need to do that 4 times at least, if not more. It's going to be pretty difficult to get 2 in one of these. So yeah, it might just be a grand total of 4. I'm fine with that. There's a skeleton up here. Yep, he's following me. Can I get him to follow me all the way? Ow! All the way back over? Let's find out. Come on, friend. Yep, right over this way. Ow. I'm trying to work on my dodging game. Yeah, that's right. Attack the haunted candelabra. It's distracting him. Oh no, it pushed him. Ow. Alright, come on in. Yep, right through this way, if you please. This time I know I need to do that. No, come on. No, get out of there. There we go. Okay, now follow me in. And we block you in. Yes! Haha, we got a skeleton. Okay, come here, friend. I need to make you an unpaid intern. You need to sign your document saying that, you know, you don't actually want to be paid for doing this. Hey, get that. There we go. And what was that? I right-clicked on these. You can rename the name tag just by clicking on them? Must be a mod. Alright, let's get you locked in. There we go. And now we do that 2 more times. And yes, I'm excellent at dodging. Look at that. He didn't hit me 1 time. I'm too fast. But that could just be the arrow in my brain talking. Hey friends, do you want a job? Let's try to get a couple. I got so many following me right now. 3 might be too much. Let's say 2. Yep, come with me. Right this way, fellas. I actually see a witch on the mini-map. I'm gonna try to get the witch after this, which is incredibly dangerous. Oh, wait. No, it's still there. We'll try. We'll see. Okay, you gentlemen, follow me right in here, please. Don't get stuck in the cobweb. I knew you were gonna do that. Yep, right in here. We blocked that off. I think I got it. No. Ah. Oh, there's 3. There are 3. Why are there 3? Okay, we're gonna try this again. Come on in here. close that one off, and close this one off. Yes, I think we did it. I don't know where you came from, but you're just a nuisance, so let's get rid of you. You two need name tags. Unpaid intern, there we go. Okay, we got those. Let's see if we can get the witch, but it might have despawned. I'm gonna go take a look. Yeah, I don't see it on the map anymore. Aw, poo. Might just go for another skeleton. No, I said skeleton, not zombie. Although I will take your rotten flesh, thank you. Oh, there's one up there. Hey buddy, looking for a summer job? There we go, right in here please. How is he hitting me? I have my shield up. There we go. I think I'm seeing on the minimap there might also be a skeleton already in here, which isn't good, right? That'd be bad. Oh yeah, there definitely is. Okay, well, I mean, you're closer, so let's go. Right in here, please. We'll get you blocked. No. Don't. You gotta stay in. Yeah, stay in here. I go out. You stay in. Thank you. And you are my final unpaid intern. There you are. Well, that could have been worse. Now I just need to light the area up a little bit so they don't continue to spawn in here. But that is our prison/asylum all done. Or it could be, I mean, this could even be like an undead gladiatorial arena type thing. They're waiting for their chance to go up and win glory in the arena, right, champ? Either way, I'm gonna get things lit up, and then we can move on to the next section, because, once again, I am running out of time. There we go. It's undeniably brighter in here. I kinda liked it more when it was darker, had a better atmosphere, but it's, I mean, it's still candles and everything, so I think it's fine. This should stop anything from spawning, because I just made sure candles were pretty much all over the place. Not to mention, the candelabras give off quite a bit more light, so that should be good. I also need to think about where we're exiting out of here, because, I didn't build in an exit. I might just do something like right over here. Yeah, but either way, I am calling this room done. Oh yeah, I put back on my helmet because I was in battle, but for now, we can get the hat back on. Perfect. This looks good. We shouldn't have anything else spawning in here that we don't want. That is 2 rooms down. I have one more idea that I want to do inside the mountain, and that is my nether hallway type of thing. Then we just need to do a little bit on the outside to wrap us back around to the entrance, and I need to finish the entrance. Ooh boy, we can make it. We can do this. Let's start by picking the pathway actually out of here. And we said we wanted to raise this one up a bit, so let's do... We take a turn right away to go over this side, wrap around here to look at the inmates, come back through the middle, wrap around the outer edge, and then when we get back here, we will say we're gonna exit. Right here looks good. Okay, so now all I need to do is dig our way outside through this, and then we'll expand this so we have enough room to make our nether area. Hey, there we go, we're finding our way out. And that should work nicely. We can use this to wrap back around to the entrance over there. And I do think I want this one pretty close quarters. Like, I'm not going to open it up, I don't think any more than this actually, because I want it to feel kind of claustrophobic, like you're stuck in the nether. Alright, that's pretty much cleared out. We'll do one more spot, and then I think what I'm going to do, since I've got tons of it, is probably replace everything from the floor to the ceiling with netherrack. And then I'll go through and I'll probably add things like little lava pools, maybe some basalt, just to look like a couple of the different biomes. I can grab some of the nether plants, so we can just throw those in and around here. Some of the places, maybe glowstone, you know, basically everything that I've got from the nether, I'm just going to place all around here. And then once we've done that, we can do the exit and through like a pumpkin patch or something like that. But I'm going to go back into build mode, which means you're going to get a time lapse, and we're going to decorate this hallway to look like the nether. Let's do it. Let's do one last Halloween fact. Well, this one's more of a theory, actually. One theory about why bats became associated with Halloween is that during the Celtic Samhain festival, the huge communal bonfires attracted countless insects. The bats naturally swooped in to feast on the bugs, and the sight of their erratic, nighttime flying was likely interpreted by early observers as spirits or mischievous beings. Alright, I'm going to do a full walkthrough. I think that turned out really nicely, but I haven't done like an actual walk through the whole thing yet. So after you've gone through this area, you're going to take a turn, and then suddenly, boom, you're in the nether. Tons of creepy stuff. We got dusk traps, we've got the twisting vines, a couple mushrooms, magma blocks all around this first area. I do have some campfires underneath here, so you get the smoke effect. There's a few corpse flowers. And then suddenly you're moving out of the netherrack area to more of a basalt look with more of the magma blocks. We've got the lava coming out of the sides. These witch hazel blossoms that we picked up turned out to be really good. They're like I can't remember what the other thing is called, spore blossoms maybe, but a little bit more of an autumn look to them, which I really love. It just kind of gives you the particle effects as you go through. Then you swap to soul sand, more of the plants in here along with some soul campfires. Suddenly the end is in sight and you come out into the autumnal forest. I think that turned out really well. And if we go into free cam, you'll take a look at just this little thing right here that we're seeing the exit. What we have to do is that point there needs to come around, wrap around this way, and come up this hill so that it can go back to the entrance over here, which I think I still need to do more to. It's not quite impressive or imposing enough yet, so I'm going to do more there. But that's the last bit. We just need to wrap it around so that over there connects up with the entrance, and there's some semi-spooky stuff along the way. I think at the end we'll give them a bit of a break. We still have to use those pumpkins, so that's kind of what I was thinking. Just bring it around, put some pumpkins, scarecrows, that sort of thing, and then we can call it for the circuit. There's still more to do after that, but I am a big fan of what we got so far. So I think I'll do that. I'll just continue with the deep slate tile. I'll bring this all the way back around to the entrance. Then we can think about what we want to do to actually decorate the area. I'm starting to get really excited about showing Mrs. Legion my haunted house. I don't know if I've mentioned yet, but she's a bit of a haunted house snob. She really likes them and just spooky stuff in general. So I don't know why. That's making me very nervous about this. Because I'm not in particular. Like I like Halloween. But haunted spooky stuff, you know, take it or leave it kind of thing. So yeah, I hope I get the gold star of approval when she goes through. I think we gotta knock down a few of these to get all the way back. Okay, that is the pathway all the way connected up. Goes up this hill, wraps around, and then I still need to make like a stairway entrance there, so I left it right here, but pretty much connected all the way up. And by the way, I think I have an idea about how I'm gonna improve the entrance a little bit, but I'm also not going to show that. You gotta have at least one surprise with Mrs. Legion. You can't see the whole thing done. Besides, you saw all the good stuff on the interior. But anyway, now that we've got that, I think I'll need to head back yet again because I want to grab a bunch of straw so I can make scarecrow type looking things. And I think I'll use a lot of those pumpkins, the jack-o'-lanterns that we made, and just make this one more, it's gonna be less haunted, more like Harvest Festival out here, I think. So lots of hay, lots of pumpkins, a little bit more tame. So I'll go do my collecting and gather what we need for out here, then we'll come back and we'll get that set up. Off we go. Alright, I grabbed a ton of stuff. And I also remembered I had these nether pumpkins. I probably should have used a few of those in here. Oh, I keep doing that. Because they don't have like a face on them. So I just kind of wanted to place them around in some of the areas inside of here. And then we'll save a few. But right as you get outside, I want somebody right here to greet you. So how can we do this? I'm thinking fence, hay bale. Then we pick one of the pumpkins. Let's do the overjoyed. He's like, you made it! You're the first one that made it through alive. There we go. Oh, he's so happy. And then I was thinking, nope, put a trapdoor on there and then on the sides to make it look like he's wearing a hat. Kinda. It kinda works, kinda doesn't, but that's alright. I forgot levers. We're gonna put levers on the side for arms, but that's the idea. These sort of things, oh, that's driving me nuts. These sorts of things all along the pathway as you move down. But other stuff too. I've got tons of things collected here that will just kind of pepper around as you go. Other side since the sun is over there. There we go. And it'll be all over as you're going the pathway down here, but I'm gonna have to sleep in a second. But yeah, you can see we've got tons of things planned. We'll have lots of little areas that we've done before where it's like, you know, just sort of barrels sitting around, hay bales on the ground next to that, little campfire running, maybe fences connected, just, you know, little, not really campsites, but that sort of vibe. I don't know, just gives me the Harvest Festival sort of vibe, or like camping, or, you know, a caravan. I just really like when anytime I use that blend, I really like how it looks. So just a couple things like that as you exit, and then I think as we get down here, that'll be most of it, because this will be pretty speedy as you go down here. And then this is where we'll start putting up more of those jack-o'-lantern scarecrows. Got the horrified jack-o'-lantern there. The silly jack-o'-lantern. I brought these rope ladders because I was wondering if I could maybe just put them on some of these to add additional detail like that. Just a little bit. Can hardly notice it. Unless I put it on these. Maybe that would be better. Yeah, I like that. We'll have some lanterns placed around. I also brought extra candelabras because I made them. We're definitely going to use them. I went through all that trouble. It's another one, devious jack-o'-lantern. Ooh, I didn't really think about this, but it might be nice if we use the chains attached to trees and then hang some lanterns from there. That would be better. Yeah, let's do that. But you get the idea. I'm gonna run through here and just every time you see a little turn or a place where it might slow down a bit, I'm gonna make one of these little encampment areas with the jack-o'-lanterns, with some of the barrels, the hay bales, the lanterns, the campfires, and we're just gonna make it look nice and cheery and autumnal. It's going to night, and I'm almost done with the initial part, so we're going to try to take a look through everything at night. We got the first one here. It's going to be a little bit dangerous because it's definitely not spawn-proofed out here, but as you'll see as we move along, I've got the little campsites all over the place. I did add the levers, so some of them have got arms. I think I need to do a bit more as we go up, but as we move up, they're just going to keep seeing the same kind of thing all the way around. More little campsites. This guy needs a head. There we go. I think I'm going to run out of jack-o'-lanterns. I'll need a couple more. That's no problem. This keeps happening every time I get close to a campfire, and it's driving me nuts. There we go. Head there. We need 1, 2, last little rise here. I think 3 total. 3 more jack-o'-lanterns, yeah. But then it leads up to there. You can kind of... Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it all from there. But I'm going to have to sleep because I'm already getting followed at... multiple fans looking for an autograph. No. We're not doing any signings today. I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright, thank you. Take the rotten flesh. But yeah, real quick, that's the look at the path you can see just because of the light lit up area, but I think that'll look really nice as you go through it. So I'm going to grab a few more jack-o'-lantern heads to put on these, and then I think it's time to start working on the track itself, like the redstone components, to make sure it runs all the way through without stopping. And then I'm going to do the entrance here when you're not seeing it, because once again, I think at least one thing you can be surprised with Mrs. Legion as she goes through the ride. Alright, here we go. Alright, I've made some updates. I can no longer show you the front entrance, or what I mean is I can't walk out there because I've made all my updates out there, and we're going to just hold off on showing any of that until we're ready for Mrs. Legion. So now what I'm doing is coming through here with the rail and just trying to guess, essentially, how far it's going to go on its own before we need to add any sort of powered rail. So I think what I'll do is just put regular rail mainly the whole way through, and then I'll take a ride and I'll just see, you know, where is it going to stop, and then that'll tell me, hey, this is where you need some powered rail. So I'll get this placed all the way through. I want to see about putting 1 or 2 more surprises in here for Mrs. Legion, so that'll probably also keep a surprise for you. But for reference, we are on the last 10 days, so I need to do this fairly quickly so we have time to show this to Mrs. Legion. But not only that, I need to go check out her haunted house. So let's get this rail figured out, and then I think it'll be time to go check in with Mrs. Legion and start checking out these haunted houses. I'm doing some testing now, and I'm very surprised with how far this goes without any power whatsoever. Like, I had some back by the entrance, and we're still going without any issue whatsoever. Getting all the way through here, still no issues. Now we're going down though, so that at least makes sense. We're picking up momentum here. This is the part that I found I needed a bit of extra power. Let's see if we can get up here. Yeah, like, look at that. We just went right up that hill, no problem. This was the only spot that stopped me right here, so now we get some power all the way back. You go through pretty quickly, which isn't necessarily an issue, but yeah, I'm so surprised that it brings you all the way and you don't need power hardly at all. Okay, so I guess that means I'm gonna try to add my 1 or 2 other little surprises in here, and then we need to find Mrs. Legion. We're nearly done, so close. Alright, we're good. I finished up those last couple things we wanted to take care of. It's time to check out both haunted houses. Off we go. Mr. Beardstone! Wait, no. Mrs. Legion! Mrs. Legion! Mrs. Legion! Hey, I just finished my haunted house.
Well, what a coincidence. I finished mine too.
Look at us. That's in the last 10 days too. It's almost like we planned it.
Almost. Not quite. Almost.
Shh. Don't say anything. It's fine. Yeah. So what should we do? I am really excited. I was saying earlier that you are kind of a haunted house spooky snob in a good way. You know about all that stuff. So I'm very excited to see what you put together.
I do love creepy things. I'm excited to see what you put together as somebody who's not into it. I'm excited to see what you bring to the table. So
are we starting with yours? Are we able to go check out your haunted house?
Yeah, we can if you want to start with mine, sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Would you like to travel by boat?
Sure.
The walk would be a bit much.
I don't know where it is. I've kept my promise to not check out what you've been building. I have not seen it yet.
Well, I've been skipping out on Zumba classes, so I don't really feel like walking. So why don't you steer?
You're in the front
Or
of the
do
boat.
I need to steer? Oh dear. Now they get to watch me steer
Hey,
a
where's
boat.
your hat? Where's your witch's hat?
Oh, probably when I was having an altercation with a creeper. It's possible that he stole my hat,
Well,
along with trying to steal my life.
hold on then. Stop. We need to get you another hat. Oh, that's much better. You look much better now.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was pretty upset about that. To be honest, I've been so busy with this house, I didn't even notice. Didn't even notice it was gone. So I thank you for that.
Actually, the durability on mine is looking pretty rough. So yeah, mine might break soon too.
There's the wheat that I had planted, so we are just about here.
Haunted wheat.
Yeah, bit of haunted wheat. Okay, so we're gonna approach this way. This is where I was attacked by that creeper gentleman earlier. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. And so picture this. You're at a haunted house.
I am at a haunted house.
You're at a haunted house. And this is kind of what I have going on the outside.
Requiescat in pace.
I suppose.
I suppose.
Yeah, do you know? Yeah, that's I suppose.
Rest in peace, I suppose.
Yeah, this is... do you know that you're actually not the first Mr. and Mrs. Legion? Never mind, never mind. So then we come over here.
What are we... What?
Oh,
What?
I mean,
Yep.
they're just decoration, darling. They're just decoration.
Buy tickets for Uada Domus.
Haunted
Opens
house.
Okay. Opens at Solis Ocasas.
Opens at sunset, baby.
That is very cool. I love the Latin. I think you did a great job with that.
Yeah, I learned a little Latin. Took a day course from a villager.
Oh,
So
no, don't
here-
don't trust villagers. There's no way they're going to get it right.
Yeah, I had my fingers crossed there. So here, if you can see, you have kind of a choose your own adventure.
Well, they're both well, before I even look at that, I like the exterior. Very spooky. You've got your jack-o'-lanterns in here. It's right in the middle of the
Yeah,
woods.
thank
That's
you.
great. I
Have
love
my
the
black and orange, sort of the theme colors of Halloween, black and orange.
love it. And then as you enter, turn left and meet your doom, to right, meet your doom. So that doesn't
Just
seem like
let's
much
just-
of a choice.
Let's just turn right,
Okay.
for the sake of my bit. You gotta be
Okay.
careful going into those lanterns. Tight squeeze. Okay, so once we come in here, there's actually a game for you to play. First we'll come over here. So there are 3 hanging signs on this level, and your job is to find them all and read them.
3. Okay, so I'm supposed to find 3 hanging signs and read them.
Somewhere on this level. But first, it's my spooky bedroom. Ah!
What?
I gotcha.
You did get me. I was not expecting that. Oh, and look at this bed. It's got a Strider
It's my
on it.
spooky bedroom. Yeah.
Okay, so this is where you sleep. I'm not surprised that you would have a head on a stick in your bedroom. How did you? I didn't know you could put a candle. It's like melting over his head. That's super cool.
Yeah, I didn't know you could either until I tried. I did, and
I
it
did not know
happened.
that. That is really cool.
Okay, so look for the hanging signs. This is kind of a maze situation.
Okay, well I see one obviously. Ah, a ghost.
Okay, so follow me through the maze. We have some candles by the windows here. You need to find 2 more hanging signs.
Okay. Boo.
Okay. So let's continue through the maze of doom. Here, why don't you
Yeah.
lead?
There's another little jump scare here, Mrs. Legion.
You like that? Okay. So yeah, that's probably the scariest element of what we have
Well,
going on here. But let's, just
no,
for
I will tell you, I used zombie heads in mine, and you used them better. This is a much better use of them than what I did.
Ooh, thank you. I'm delighted by that.
Yeah.
All right, so there's just one more little room here.
Vivamus risus amore.
Live, laugh, love.
Oh no. That's not even in the bathroom, like hang in a stitched, like cross stitch in a bathroom, and it's just, oh no. Nope, you're fired. We're ending the video now. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one, citizen.
And then this is just nothing special, just my, chest and, making stuff
Goodies.
area.
Yeah, okay.
Not super organized, but, it
No,
is what
I
it
mean,
is.
it works, yeah. I have to
Yeah,
say, too,
it's-
I do like this pattern of trapdoors on the wall that you've got going on.
Yeah, thank you. I had to kind of space it. I had already hung up the lanterns and I didn't feel like taking them down. and so I had to try to space it, because you can't put a trapdoor under a lantern once it's already up. And I don't think you could put a lantern on a trapdoor, but I could be wrong.
No, you can't put it on a trapdoor.
I was too lazy to take them down, but I tried my best, right?
You actually, unless I'm mistaken, you can't put lanterns on a wall. Yeah, it says wall lantern amendments. It's a mod. In vanilla, you can't even put them on a wall. It has to be on a ceiling or something.
Yeah, I thought this looked really cool. I was pleased with myself.
It's very nice.
So now, if you're ready, we can go up to the second level.
Let's do it.
All right. Now stay close to the candles. The stairway can be treacherous.
That sounds like, is that Young Frankenstein? Are you Young Frankensteining me?
What's a film? I don't know.
I literally never said the word film. What is a film? What are you talking about?
What's Young Frankenstein? That's not even a book. Frankenstein isn't even a book that's
So anyway, your grandma's creepy attic.
We all had one. Let us know in the comments if one of your grandparents had a creepy attic. I know mine did.
Ooh,
creepy attic and a basement.
No, I don't want to hear about that. Don't listen to her. So this is the grandma's creepy attic.
This is like it, basically.
Well, it is creepy.
Got some bookshelves. We got candles. We got pumpkins. Another candelabra.
There's no books in your bookshelf.
Yeah, well, we have a lot of sort of old, dusty, janky-looking ones. That was, Granny's collection from the 60s. It didn't really stand the test of time being stored up here like this. So,
okay,
yeah, but
understood.
that is essentially it for mine.
Well, I think you did a wonderful job. This all looks great.
Thank you. I tried my best, and it wasn't without an element of danger as well. I had to be I don't want to go out here.
Well, we could sleep the night away before. Well, unless you want to see mine during the nighttime. Well, no, we probably wouldn't be able to get there without being slain, so maybe...
Yeah, I'm gonna just head back here.
Alright.
You can use my panda bed in the craft room if you like.
No, I'm good. I'll just stand by the front door and creepily stare into the woods all night while you sleep.
As one does.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Oh, morning.
Alright.
Well, there's still gonna be mobs out there, quite a few actually, based on my mini-map.
Don't like that.
Also, because I didn't know where yours was, I don't know where mine is in relation to this, so let's consult the map. Yeah, it's a fair distance. In fact, it might be easiest if we take your boat back to the homestead, and then I can just take you through my tunnel through the mountain that leads to the haunted house.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, do you want to captain the boat, sir?
Nope. You would know better how to get back from your place, so you...
Okay.
I'll ride shotgun.
You are really giving me a lot of credit, but we'll see how it goes.
All right.
We go this way.
Why did it sound like there was a question mark at the end of that?
Well, in my travels to and from the homestead, there's a possibility that I got lost a time or two and had to consult the map.
Mm-hmm.
But I shouldn't look at my map while I'm driving. That isn't safe.
Correct.
And so I'm kind of just guessing.
Don't text and drive, kids.
Right, yeah, don't look at your old world maps and drive. That's not safe. Whee!
We did it.
Okay, awesome, lead the way.
All right, so it's really just this hidden tunnel back here that I mentioned not to venture down because it leads straight to my haunted house. But now you can.
I'm super excited. Considering you're not a fan of creepy stuff, I'm excited to see what you came up with.
I'm very nervous. I do hope you enjoy. Well, and I guess on the way there I should mention, we said haunted house. I tried to stick to the spirit of it, but it's not as much of a house as it is a haunted experience, or almost like a ride. Like, you love Haunted Mansion at Disney World.
Yes, I do. That is my favorite ride at Disney World.
It's not like that, but it is like a ride, a haunted ride.
Okay. I think an experience counts.
Okay, good. Oh, and I should also mention, everybody, all the citizens out there, they haven't seen the entrance completed. They saw part of it, but then I finished it up off camera. So you are seeing this at the same time as everybody else.
Ooh, that is very thrilling. I'm happy to be a part of that. Boop.
Okay, so try not to pay too much attention to what's going on around you here. That's like you're waiting in line sort of stuff, but you'll see it again, believe me.
Okay, so I'm following you.
Yep. Oh, and I keep getting picked up by by fires.
All
okay,
right.
so if you step back here and we look up, this is the entrance to my haunted house. If you look up there.
Okay, that is dope. As I don't know if the kids say anymore, but
Probably not, no.
that's pretty dope. I'm obsessed.
We saw the skull I did as a time lapse, but I did all of that house off camera. So this is the first time we're seeing it in the video. And I tried to add all of these really cool looking, like, what would you call that? Like a stained glass window. There's glowstone behind that. We've got the cobwebs for spookiness, but I wanted it to look more like a house. And when I had just the skull, I didn't think it looked much like a house. So I just added that to not be disqualified. So it is a house.
Well, I mean, the cobwebs, you have sort of the black element, the stained glass window. I think it looks very creepy.
Okay, good.
I'm excited to go. Can I go in and see?
Well, so like I mentioned, it's more of a ride or an experience. So what you have to do, first you have to actually take the ride. You have to ride on the ride, which means you have to get in that minecart, and it'll bring you back around to this point, and I'm going to wait here. So you're going to experience this on your own. The haunted experience, and then when you come back around, we'll do a walkthrough and you'll be able to see everything more slowly because it does go kind of fast. So if you just right click on that minecart and then you right click on the button, but that's when you're, so are you ready to get started? Because once you click the button, you're going.
I guess.
All right, here we go. Don't die.
Excuse me?
Yep. Good luck.
Hands are up in the air. Ooh. Look at that, we got a bouncing candelabra. Good. Whoa, goodness sake. Oh, I don't like that. Nope. Nope. Don't like that. Don't like that. I don't like those noises. I like all the little jack-o'-lantern scarecrow people. Ah!
And you're back.
That was thrilling. I loved it. That was a really, really good haunted house. Like I said, considering you're not really into stuff like that, I think you did an amazing job.
So do you want to take a look at some of the... It goes very quickly, so if you want to see each of the rooms that I set up.
Yeah.
We enter via the skull's mouth.
I love that.
The whole idea is you think, oh, it's just a cave. I don't know what's going on here. And then when you descend...
look at these pretty flowers.
Down the drop, you enter the haunted library.
That is the best kind of library, in my opinion. You get a little jumpy guy.
So there's a haunted candelabra that bounces around the whole room.
Was one of my favorite parts.
That's kind of the only reason it's the haunted library. Everything else, it's just kind of an old dusty library.
I mean, I don't know. It's dark. The candelabra adds a certain haunted element to it.
And then this, I had to do a bit of create work with a valve and a mechanical bearing to make this at a 45-degree angle, because obviously Minecraft doesn't normally do that. So I had to make it like it was a hidden doorway that opened up.
Okay, I see.
And then in here, I see. Depending on what you want to think, this is either a prison or an asylum or a gladiatorial arena waiting room. They're all getting ready to head up to the Undead Coliseum. But I captured some skeletrons, some zombies.
Well, I, for one, am glad to see them behind bars. Since the whole time we've been working on this project, they've been trying to kill me, so... This is pleasant, actually.
And then, the other thing, and I forgot the minecart, so I'll show you, I'll just make one real quick. The other thing that I did not show while I was recording was the little surprises that I had for you, and that's why I have these activator rails here. As you were going by, I don't know if you noticed... Yeah, I don't know if you noticed while you were riding, but when you go by these, you'll see creeper heads on the wall, and when the minecart is on top of it, they jump out at you.
That is really cool. I didn't know you could do that. That's awesome.
I tried to do that with zombie heads as well as jack-o'-lanterns, but it turns out they just break with the piston behind it, so I wasn't able to get that part figured out. But I did that in a couple different spots where, as you go by, you have these little creeper heads jump out at you, and this one over here, when you're approaching it.
I saw some stuff jumping out at me.
Yep, so a little bit more of an interactive part there.
What is it, the redstone or whatever? That adds like an ominous element to the floor anyway.
Well, yeah.
Apart from, I'm sure, being useful to whatever you have going on here.
Yeah, it's a detector rail. When that gets detected, or when a minecart is on top of it, essentially, it hits this redstone and adds power to it. Behind the wall here, the redstone leads to a sticky piston, which is behind this creeper block, and it pushes it out, then pulls it back in after you pass.
Well, it also makes it look way more haunted, so...
Yeah,
looks very,
I didn't think about that.
Dark. something dark happened there.
Yeah, I did not think about that, but you're absolutely right.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah, and this is all I did with my zombie heads. Just little decorations on the wall. Yours was much better.
Oh, thank you. It was very hard for me to figure out how to do it, but yeah, I think it came out pretty good.
And then finally going through this sort of claustrophobic nether hallway. That's because it's the scariest place. So I thought, why not include it in a haunted house?
It's a very bad place.
And then at the end, you've got this guy here, the overjoyed jack-o'-lantern, to say, hooray, you made it. Everybody else perished inside, but you made it.
I love him. Oh, does he have a name?
Overjoyed jack-o'-lantern.
Okay. That's a good name.
Yep.
Okay.
So, the last part, I wanted to be a little bit more lighthearted. So after you went through all the spooky stuff, you come out into this, which is much more like a harvest festival sort of setup. Like everything just looks really nice with little areas with campfires and the scarecrow jack-o'-lantern looking things. Oh, also, there's probably creepers all over the place right now. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't want to be attacked. Okay. I think I just walked in fire. It's fine though.
Yep. But that's pretty much it. Once we've come around to this side, we are back to the entrance. We've seen pretty much everything. And now that we're back to the front, we can see this at nighttime. And I'm going to go back into free cam. So that's the look from night. That actually, I haven't seen it at night yet. That looks pretty good.
It looks really good. I like the stained glass windows too. That's really cool.
Oh,
I don't know how to do that, so you're gonna have to teach me. Oh my gosh, okay.
Yep, we're getting attacked. So I guess are we wrapping up while we fight zombies? That's kind of Halloweeny, isn't it?
Yeah, get out of here. Mind your own business.
Are you using your pickaxe again? Yeah, you are.
I still don't have a sword, but it worked.
It worked,
didn't it?
Are you bringing us home, Mrs. Legion? Well, actually, what's our wrap up here? We're saying maybe what sort of comments are we looking for? Is this like a contest where people tell us which they like better, or just, you know, parts of each that they liked, or how are we handling this?
Probably just parts of each that they liked the best, maybe.
Okay, and I'm happy to hear pointers on mine. If you think I could have done anything a little bit differently, let me know. If you, especially some of the interior stuff, if there was any rooms that you think would have been good for this, I'd be happy to hear.
Yeah, I like it a lot. That is awesome. I love it. Well done, Legion.
Why, thank you, Mrs. Legion. Well done on yours.
Thank you. I worked pretty darn hard at it.
There's a creeper. Run for it.
Get back. Yeah, I want to go out on a high note, fighting off these little scamps.
All right, well, you seem to be doing quite well, so I'm just kind of watching and letting you go for it.
Where are you going?
I'm just trying to lead this skeleton to you.
Get back here. Come here.
All right, well, that was both of the haunted houses. Let us know what you think in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts on both of them. But I think that's going to do it for both of us.
Yeah, I think that's a good wrap up. I'm going to keep my eye out for some more impolite gentlemen.
Is that what they're called?
With my pickaxe that has very little power. Because real heroes fight with pickaxes, not swords.
I'm glad I wasn't using my sword. That was a close one.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ow.
Come on up and try to test me. Where are they?
Shooting me in the face. Something just broke. They broke my hat. They broke my hat. Only the pandas left.
Here. Get back. Come on.
All right. While Mrs. Legion saves me, we're going to say once again, thank you for watching. And we will see you in the next one, citizens.
See ya.
Oh, look out. There's a creeper. Run for it.